final game of this three-game series as the San Diego Padres will host the Pittsburgh Pirates. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Andy Mazer along with Jerry Coleman. Ted Leitner rejoins us on Friday night for the next series when the Arizona Diamondbacks come into town here. Dave Marcus alongside as our producer on an absolutely gorgeous day for baseball in Southern California. Padres trying to win this series after a come-from-behind victory yesterday. They got three long balls. Two of the guys, actually all three of the guys, you probably wouldn't expect the ones that hit the home runs. Matt Latos got things started. And then Eric Patterson followed with his first home run of the year, as did Rob Johnson. And again, it's not how many home runs you hit during a year. It's sometimes when you hit them. And Rob Johnson hit his in the bottom of the eighth inning. And the Padres took that 6-5 lead, and Heath Bell made it stand up. And he saved his 41st consecutive. And that will tie him with the great Trevor Hoffman on the all-time list here for the San Diego Padres with 41 consecutive saves. It was number 7 on the year. Mike Adams got the win in relief. And Joe Beimel was tagged with the loss in yesterday's game. 6-5 was the final. Padres over the Pirates yesterday. And again, that sets up the rubber match here today as former Padre Kevin Correa will go to the mound here for his new team, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Correa coming in with a record of 4-2 and a very good ERA at 2.90. He'll be opposed by Clayton Richard, the left-hander going for the San Diego Padres, a record of 1-2 and a 3.82 earned run average. That is your matchup. Correa for the Pirates, Richard for the Padres in the final game of this three-game series. We'll get this one underway here very shortly as the umpires are gathering around home plate right now. They are exchanging lineup cards with the representatives from each of the ball clubs. You're going to get the lineups right now from the Colonel, Jerry Coleman.
Okay, Andrew, ready to go. Andy McCutcheon will be the leadoff man for the Pittsburgh Pirates, playing center field. In left field, batting second, Xavier Paul. Matt Diaz will be the right fielder, hitting third. Batting cleanup, Neil Walker at second base. Steve Pearce will be at first, batting fifth. Hitting sixth, Ryan Domit. He'll be the catcher. Brandon Wood, he'll be the third baseman, hitting seventh. The catcher will be Nick Hundley today. He hits seventh. Eric Patterson will be the second baseman, batting eighth, and pitching and batting ninth. It'll be Clayton Richard. Incidentally, we got a couple of sporty news for you. We found out that Orlando Hudson's going on the 15-day disabled list today, and there's a youngster named Logan Forsythe coming in from AAA, and I can't wait to see him. You got it, Andy.
All right, sir. Yeah, Logan Forsythe actually arrived here earlier today, about 3 hours or so before game time, and got into his new locker. And not starting today, but available off the bench here for Buddy Black this afternoon as the sun is shining brightly here at Petco Park, and we begin the final game of this 3-game series. Pirates won the first. Padres evened it up yesterday. First pitch on the way, a little bit low, and it's ball one, and we're underway.
Sorry to say, we got a beautiful day today, Andrew. I mean, gorgeous weather here in San Diego. Boy, are we lucky.
And McCutchen hits the next one, foul and out of play.
You know, it just dawned on me with Richard pitching, you ad-libs, you can't get him in.
Yeah, he's a little quick, isn't he?
Oh, boy,
He does not waste a whole bunch of time.
No.
Gets out of that mound, and he is ready to go. Looking in at the sign now of Nick Hundley. And a 1-1 pitch on the way to McCutchen. And a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, 1-2. Good changeup by Clayton Richard. Clayton, 1 win and 2 losses here on this season. But still an ERA very, very good at 3.82. Here's the pitch. And that's in the air to right center field. Coming in now is Will Venable, fighting the sun and a little bit of the breeze. Will reach up and make the catch for out number 1.
I don't think people realize what the right fielder faces in this ballpark, especially as the sun sets. Boy, you're right into the eyeball of that sun going for the ball.
77 degrees here at game time today.
Seems warmer.
It does. There's a little bit of a haze around the ballpark as well. I don't know if that's a little bit of that marine layer still kind of burning itself off or what the story is, but still bright and sunshiny right here at the ballpark. Here is Xavier Paul. He squared to bunt and takes a slider low and outside for ball 1.
Andy, last night I thought the Padres did something they hadn't done most of the year, if at all, was to come from behind and win a ball game in the late stages. That was really good for them.
And defensively, behind the plate, Rob Johnson was unbelievable. Ground ball back up the middle. Backhanded nicely there by Patterson. Rights himself. Throws to first in time. Eric Patterson heading toward the back there. Made the backhand stab and then a quick throw on to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Tell you what saved him. He took a little bit too much time to get rid of the ball, but he had a good arm to overcome that and made the play. Nice work.
Yeah, much of the headlines last night will go to Rob Johnson for the home run that he hit in the 8th inning, but you look at the 9th inning when Heath Bell came in and the lead man walked. It was Brandon Wood. Sacrificed a second, and then the ball got away a little bit from Rob Johnson, and Wood decided to take off for third. And Johnson with a great assist there by Chase Headley on a great pick and tag. Took the tying run right off the bases.
And he was frustrated by the play earlier at home plate that he boxed it up a little bit.
And the 0-1 pitch is swung on and fouled out of play by Matt Diaz, the former Atlanta Brave. He's in the hole now, 0-2. Just underway with no score here in the first. Glad you are with us wherever you might be listening here this afternoon. We appreciate that. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. Clayton Richard looking sharp here in the first as he goes through the Pirates in order. We have played a half inning. Pirates nothing. Padres coming up. This is Padre Baseball. XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
When it comes
first inning. And it'll be Jason Bartlett, Will Venable, Ryan Ludwig ready to face the former Padre pitcher, Kevin Correa. Correa has pitched very well away from PNC Park so far this year. He'll get ahead with a first pitch strike. Taken there by Bartlett, 0-1.
Yeah, went 10-10 last year. That's not too bad, you know.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Considering he wasn't going to be a starter here.
Here's the 0-1. And a ground ball toward the third baseman. Brandon Wood will field that one. He'll sling it across in time to retire Bartlett. And 1 up, 1 down here for the Padres in this first. That'll bring up Will Venable.
We spoke about this before, Andy, but it's amazing that no one in the Padre lineup, except for Hundley, has a decent batting average. It's amazing. They're all way down below their norm. They're better than this. They'll get better.
Padres come in as a team hitting .217. That is dead last in the National League. Pirates not really setting the world on fire in that respect either. They're at .231, but that is 13th in the National League out of the 16 teams. Pitch outside, ball 1.
Think the pitchers are getting better? They might be at that.
I think you're right.
Bullpens are getting better.
Much better. All the specialization guys coming in late. And a 1-0 pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen. Good rip there by Venable. 1-1.
I'll tell you one thing. When I played, which goes back to the turn of the century, but you could get a guy the third time around. They don't get there for the third whack. You got the bullpen in there with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball going at you. Tougher to hit now, by far.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Venable will take it high. Ball 2, 2-1. Well, Correa went through some things last year with the Padres. Of course, the tragedy involving his brother that happened in May of last year. I remember the Padres were in Houston when he got the news. Here comes the 2-1 pitch and a swing and a miss. Chase one low and outside, 2-2.
I'll tell you, that ball had a good tail to it. It was a fastball that just dipped away from the left-hand batter. Normally it goes the other way. This one went the opposite.
So Correa signed a free agent deal with the Pittsburgh Pirates after 2 seasons with the Padres. Local kid here, of course. And time call here by Will Venable at home plate. Correa was taking too much time.
I don't think I want to make this statement, but it's true. He'd rather be here.
I think you're probably right.
Born here.
Yeah, you're right. Rosemont College kid. And a real likable guy as well. Here's the 2-2 pitch. High. Check the swing. It's full, 3-2.
Fastball at 92. That's not too bad. Get that in the right spot, you'll get guys.
Correa has a good fastball. He's got a good slider. Got away from the curve and the change a little bit last year, but then he was coming out of the bullpen a couple of times. Last year made 28 starts for the Padres and went 10-10. And a pitch inside, ball 4. So a 1-out base runner here for the Padres. And a scoreless game here in the first inning, and with Will Venable trotting on down to first base, we're reminded about stolen bases. And if there is a stolen base today, Murray Clayton. He's our Steal a Meal contestant. If the Padres steal a bag, Murray's going to receive a McDonald's $25 gift card and a pair of tickets to a future Padre game, all courtesy of McDonald's, and their 42-ounce soft drinks for just 79 cents. Enter to win like Murray did at XX1090sandiego.com. Good luck, Murray.
And if Venable doesn't run, it'll be a surprise. Loves to run and can.
And a fastball to Ludwig taken for strike 1 on the outside corner. Good fastball again, 0-1. Will has 9 steals on the year, second on the team to Orlando Hudson, who, as Jerry told you a moment ago, is on the 15-day disabled list with that strained right hamstring. Venable was dancing off the bag. It does not go. A little flare into shallow right. Coming in now is Diaz making the grab. And heading on back to first base is Will Venable, 2 away.
Well, you know, Hudson with 10 stolen bases tied what he did all last year. What, in 28 games or something? Amazing. If he kept going, he could be into the 40s and 50s.
He was certainly on that pace.
Yep.
So Chase Headley back in the lineup. He came in and played defensively. Got an at-bat last night as well. His first start in 3 games. Switch hitter from the left side against the former teammate Correa, and he almost threw one away at first base. Dave Roberts ducking out of the way of that one. It was certainly headed toward the camera well, but a good grab over there by Steve Pearce, the first baseman.
I got to believe Venable's going to run. Got it in my gut. Why not? If he's thrown out, then this guy starts an inning.
Another bluff move there, and a strike taken by Chase Headley, 0-1. Shadow starting to creep across the field, and the left field corner pretty much all in shade. Shadow of the light standard coming out toward the foul line, and the Tower Suites up the third base line have the third base on deck circle in shadows. Everything else in bright sunshine. 0-1 pitch, swing and a foul tip held by Domit. 0-2.
Okay, now no balls, 2 strikes. Where's the hitter? Dead last right now. Run this guy. Hey, Bud, come on, move it.
And then Chase can come up with a brand new count if all does not go well. And we'll see what Buddy Black has in mind here with Chase Headley at the plate, down 2 strikes. Scoreless in the first. There goes Venable. The pitch is lined down the left field line, but it's going to slice foul and get out of play.
No, it's not that we're smart. We're logical, really. You know, the guy's no balls, 2 strikes up there is behind in the count. Pitcher's got the edge. Try to steal a base. If you're throwing out, then this guy comes up, as you said, clean the next time around.
Oh, nice catch by a young lady down the line over there. Brought a glove.
I was going to say, I couldn't believe that. I'm like, come on.
That's good stuff. Venable not running this time, and a pitch inside. Ball 1. 1-2 now the count here on Headley.
I'll say one thing about Correa. He's not giving him a toss over there at all. Kind of surprising.
Blue tops over the white pants here for the Padres on the home uniform today, and the road grays for the Pirates. And again, not moving, and the pitch low and outside. The count evens at 2-2.
I'll say one thing about Pittsburgh. A few years ago, they had the gaudiest, ugliest uniforms I've ever seen in my life, and they make about 6 different options. No, it was awful.
It was 6. I think they're even more.
It's incredible.
They're batting practice jerseys. When you come to a ball game early with the Pirates, you have to wear your sunglasses even if it's cloudy outside because they're bright yellow.
Yeah, they love yellow.
I mean, really bright yellow. And in the old days, they had those yellow tops over the black pants.
Oh, and the hats, the square hats.
Exactly. Scoreless game in the bottom of the first inning. Venable is going. The pitch is low and inside. The throw by Domit is high. And a stolen base for Will Venable, his 10th of the year. Well, Murray, that didn't take long. Murray Clayton, congratulations to you. You're going to get a $25 gift card from McDonald's. And a pair of tickets to a future Padres game, all courtesy of McDonald's and William Venable.
He gets good jumps, you know that, no matter who's pitching. It's amazing. Does a great job. What's that, number 10 for him?
Number 10.
He ties Hudson.
Second man to the double figures. Padres lead the league. That was their 36th stolen base as a team.
We're tied with Kansas City, I think.
I think now one more. Yeah. Full count pitch to Chase Headley. Here it comes. And a ground ball to the right side. It'll be Neil Walker to field that one at the edge of their dirt. And throw on to first base in time. And the Padres are done in the first. No runs, no hits. One man is left after a full inning. Padres nothing and the Pirates nothing. This is Padre Baseball, Double-A.
ESPN 90.
Scoreless game, top of the second inning. First pitch is low and in for ball one. To Neil Walker, second baseman, switch hitter. Here from the right side against lefty Clayton Richard. And the pitch high for ball two, 2-0. Scoreless game in the second inning. Well, the 2-0 pitch in the air, foul, right side out of play. 2-1 out of the count. Neil Walker 2 for 8 here in the series. Went 1 for 4 and had the big blow in the first inning yesterday against Matt Latos, the 2-run double. This is the first time in this series that the Pirates have not scored in the first inning. A little popper foul, first base side over the dugout, out of play. 2-2.
But the Padres have when the season started with 2 starting pitchers, Clayton Richard and Matt Latos. Latos still looking for his first win. Richard doing okay, but neither one has really hit the stride they want him to hit.
2-2 pitch, and again a foul out of play, right side into the terrace. And the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Clayton does like to pitch here in the month of May, though. 3-1 last year with an even 3 on the ERA. Over his career, he's 5-1 in 13 career appearances in the month of May. 2-2 in the dirt and low, full count 3-2.
Well, 14 wins didn't hurt last year.
No, not
That's
at
not
all.
bad at all for a guy who's just getting off the ground.
It was interesting. I hadn't realized that that Clayton had already run 20 games with the Padres.
Yeah, been around longer than people realize.
Again, a foul out of play.
The trouble is, what's happening here is when you throw a lot of pitches like 6, 8, 10 to one guy, it wears you down to the wire in the 6th, 7th, and 8th. You try to get him out quick.
Yeah, it may not make a whole bunch of difference right now, but it does later. Pop up foul straight back right near us and out of play.
I'm going to bring my gloves.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, about as close as it gets. Actually, I don't think we've had a half a dozen over the years come in here.
I can't recall one since I've been with you guys.
Yeah, not many.
That was one of those lazy ones, though. That would have been an easy catch.
I don't know if we had the reach.
3-2 popped up again, foul out of play. Some battle going on here between Walker and Richard.
What is that, about 10 pitches?
I'm going to count them up for you. This is going to be number 10 right now.
Yeah. You hate to pitch that much to one guy. Get him out.
Another full count pitch. Here it comes from Clayton Richard. And he walks him. Ball 4.
Well, I got to tell you, why fly Hawaiian to Hawaii? Well, non-stop flight from San Diego, authentic Hawaiian hospitality, and the comfort of wide-body planes. Visit HawaiianAirlines.com and check it out. You'll have a ball.
Sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
Oh yeah, it is. And they, you know, they're different than American Airlines. They really kind of cozy up a little bit. You know?
Here's Steve Pearce, first baseman for the Pirates today. And a pitch on the inside corner taken for strike 1. 0-1.
But one of the problems that Richard has had from time to time, he does get a little bit erratic and get off the target sometimes. We'll see what happens in this one.
Well, now, with the strikeout in the first and the walk here in the second, he has 13 walks and 20 strikeouts.
Ouch.
0-1 is a pop-up. Sky high on the right side. Ranging over now is Eric Patterson. Backpedaling now and making a catch in fair territory. Brad Hopp, I don't believe, ever saw that baseball go up.
I'm about to say he didn't know where it was, and it's a good thing Patterson did.
Patterson had that angle, and sometimes it's easier to see it from his vantage point than it is even for Brad Hopp. But Patterson made a nice play right there. And that's the first out here in the Pirates' second inning, still scoreless.
Well, as the game goes on, Diaz for the Pittsburgh Pirates and Venable for the Padres are going to have trouble with that sun sooner or later.
So here's Ryan Dolmet with a throw to first base, and Walker back on the bag. Walker not really a threat to go. 1 steal and 1 attempt. Dolmet also a switch hitter. Catching here tonight. Chris Snyder had the duties in the first 2 games. And a pitch outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. The count here on Ryan Dolmet. They were pretty high on this kid for a while. They thought they had a good catcher. They thought they had somebody that could even play first base. They even experimented with him in the outfield. Now they brought in Chris Snyder. He's their highest paid player, so he's the guy doing the bulk of the catching. Pitch outside, 2-0.
You know, when you miss home plate by 2 feet, something's wrong. You're not holding the ball right or something. Your delivery's gone somewhere.
So Clayton uncharacteristically slowing things down a little bit here in the second inning. Man at first base in a scoreless game. 1 out, and now the pitch to Domet. It's again outside.
I think you're spending too much time on the runner at first base, Walker.
3-0 the count.
You can see him when he lifts that leg. He's still looking at first base instead of picking up the hitter. That's the guy you got to get.
Out of the play for the 3-0, taking, and it's outside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk. 2 walks now in the inning. Nick Hundley's going to run out and have a conversation here. And the infield will gather around as well. Brandon Wood will come to the plate with men at first and second and only 1 away. A reminder for you folks that before the Padres take on the Diamondbacks coming up Friday, you head to the Park at the Park for Beer Fest. You come enjoy beers from 25 different breweries, including some of San Diego's best breweries. First pour, 4:30. First pitch, 7:05. Padres.com/beerfest. We'll get you your tickets and all the details on the second annual Beer Fest out there at the Park coming up on Friday night. So here's Brandon Wood. And a first pitch to him is low and outside. Ball 1.
Well, he's just lost the plate. I don't know where it went. 2 walks in this inning and 3 batters. Missed the first one on this guy.
That's when you get a little worried about a pitcher, maybe just trying to guide a pitch in, and you lose velocity and you lose movement. And there's a swing and a foul back to the screen. 1-1 out of the count.
That was a good pitch, I might add.
Good slider in on the hands. Clayton's got that bulldog mentality out there. Does not like to give in. He's got that football background.
He's not afraid.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch now, and a swing and a foul back to the screen. Good rip.
You know, the thing is, all the pitches that he made, I don't think they completely missed more than 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
He struck out the guy third strike in the first inning on Diaz, but basically they're touching everything he's throwing right now.
2 on and 1 away. First and second for the Pirates. Scoreless game at the top of the second inning. 1-2 the count on Brandon Wood. There goes the man from second. The throw down on the bag is not in time.
I don't know.
Again.
I don't know.
Tough for Chris Guccione to make a call as he was moving.
He was in the wrong place. He was behind the tag.
Yes, he was. Stolen base for Neil Walker. It was not a double steal because Ryan Domet stayed right where he was. Let's take another look at it. Yeah, close.
Well, he called him safe. He could have called him out. Tagged him high. He got in.
Now, the thing that I just don't understand about some of these umpires is they just don't get into the right position to make the call one way or the other. Guccione was moving. He may have gotten the call right. That's not what I'm arguing. I'm just saying that you need to get into position to kind of anticipate things. So now they're at first and third. A ground ball to the middle infield will still get you out of this unscathed. And a pop-up foul first base side out of play.
Well, one of the things I've noticed that you and I and Ted never agree with the umpire.
Never.
Especially when it goes the other way.
That's a very good. That's a very true statement. And I don't try to belittle what they do. It's a tough job.
Oh, boy, impossible sometimes.
Throw over to first. It may sound like that a couple of times, but hey, they don't have any home games. Whenever they go into a stadium, nobody's with them.
They don't like them. They're umpires.
Exactly. Scoreless in the second. First and third for the Pirates. 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul, third base. I'm going to give us another look at this play.
From that angle, it would be impossible to follow.
It's still tough to tell.
Tough one.
2-2. Still the count here on Brandon Wood. Domet's at first. Walker at third. And a swing and a foul back to the screen. He was late. That ball was by him, and he still got to it.
Has anybody missed the ball except the guy that struck out on the third strike in the first inning?
You talk about pitching to contact. That's what's going on right now.
That's important as you get into a game because you want them to miss some and strike out. But right now they're getting a piece of every one.
I believe this is going to be pitch number 8 of this at bat. And a pop-up foul, first base side out of play. Let's move it ahead to number 9 coming up.
Well, the thing is, it's a total of 33. We're in the second inning. You keep that up, it'd be 66 in the fourth and on, so they get tired after a while.
Runners at the corners with 1 away for the Pirates in the top of the second of a scoreless game. Another pitch now to Brandon Wood. A ground ball right back to Clayton. He'll feed to second for 1 and no return throw. They'll call him out at second base, but a run is going to score. And the Pirates have taken a 1-0 lead on the ground out.
The double play was gone. He had the guy trapped between third and home. Easy out. Kill that guy. Don't let him score. Now they're behind 1-0.
So the fielder's choice will go 1-4. As Eric Patterson was trying to transfer the ball from his glove to his bare hand, and that's where the play was lost. So the Pirates again have taken an early lead in a series. 1-0 Pittsburgh now with 2 away and a man at first and a quick throw over. And Wood is back to the bag.
Well, the amazing thing about that is Richard never looked at the guy at third base, who was midway between third and home. Get the front guy, then get work about the rest of it.
First pitch is in for strike 1 to Ronnie Cedeno, number 8 hitter on this team. After looking at the replay, you're right. I'm looking at it right now, and the runner from third is not even in the picture, heading toward home plate. But you understand, I guess, in a way, what Clayton Richard was thinking. You think you can get 2, you get out of the inning, and it's a double play, and you walk away with no runs coming through. 0-1 is inside, 1-1.
But once he bobbles the ball a little bit, it's the time to get the guy at home.
They play Cedeno as though he's a left-handed pull hitter. He's a right-handed batter. Big gap in left center. And the 1-1 is grounded sharply foul down the third base side. And Richard in front now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-0 Pittsburgh, second inning. Fielder's choice there by Brandon Wood gets Neil Walker home from third. And a throw over. Well, if you have questions for us here in the booth, you can certainly send us an email. MyPadres at xx1090sandiego.com. MyPadres, xx1090sandiego.com. We look forward to hearing from you. 1-2 pitch in the air to right center field. Long run now. Maben still chasing. He reaches up and he makes the catch. A spectacular grab in right center by Cameron Maben. That kid can play a little center field, huh?
Can't do any better than that. That's about as good as you'll ever make, period.
Subscribe today to catch every Padres game live or on demand. Do that on your computer, your favorite devices. Visit Padres.com to order and get all the details. MLB.TV, baseball everywhere. 1-0 Pittsburgh, bottom second, and it'll be Cameron Maybin to lead things off. And a first pitch strike, 0-1.
Tell you one thing, that play made, if that ball had been an inch farther out, he wouldn't have made it. That was how close it came. Brilliant play.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch now to Maybin. He'll take it low and in, 1-1. How many times you see the guy that makes a spectacular catch to end the inning comes up to bat to lead off the next inning? I had Dave Marcus do some figuring, and he comes up with 12.2% of the time. Frankly, I think he's making it up, but that's okay.
I'm going to ask him, how'd you get that answer?
Here comes the 1-1. And a little, check swing roller out in front of home plate. Doman pounces on it, throws to first, and just gets Maybin by a step.
Well, gang, gas prices may be going up, you know that, but your Padres want to help you save. When you buy your Padres tickets online at Padres.com, you can now save $5 on tickets, $13.50 or more. This offer may not be combined with any other discounts, includes all you-can-eat seats, and is for a limited time, so check it out. Don't wait, get your tickets today and save at Padres.com. Get the tickets, you get the money, you get the seats, you got everything.
What more could you ask for, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That was a pretty good play by the catcher, I might add.
Yes, it was. There's Brad Hawpe, and a pitch got away that time from Doman. Back to the screen, 1-0.
What we do here is we give everybody credit who makes a great play, no matter what side he's on. And that was a fine play by the catcher, no question.
I was always told a great play is a great play, no matter who turns it.
You got it.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch now, and Hawpe will take it just low and outside. 2-0.
Brad's picked up a little pace. He's up to 165. That may not sound like much to you folks, but he was way down under 100. Starting to come back. Let's hope it continues.
2-0 pitch now to Hawpe. And he'll lay off. It's high. 3-0. Hawpe's 6-game hitting streak came to an end yesterday with an 0 for 4. He's hit safely, though, in 6 of his last 7.
Yeah, both he and Cantu lost their hitting streaks.
Here's a 3-0. He'll take it high for ball 4. Second walk issued so far here today by Kevin Correa. One out base runner here for the Padres, trailing by a run. And Nick Hundley will come to the plate. 1-0 Pittsburgh in the bottom of the second inning.
And here's the only guy in the Padre lineup with a decent batting average, 272. The rest of them are way down.
Final in the National League earlier today was the Cubs over the Dodgers 5-1. If you're wondering about Andre Ethier, he didn't extend the hitting streak because he didn't play today. He was a late scratch in their lineup with inflammation in his left elbow. So his 29-game hitting streak still intact. And a pitch in for a strike to Hundley, 0-1.
I still want to talk to the official scorer in Los Angeles and check him out on the call that he made was pathetic.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was in the Sunday day game. Bouncing ball to Brad Hawpe that Brad didn't want to really talk about on the postgame show, but I'm sure he'll tell you afterwards that he probably should have made the play. And if he makes it cleanly, he gets Ethier easily, but it was ruled a hit.
Yeah, most ball players are honest people. They don't try to, dodge things. When they make a mistake, they admit it. You should.
Hundley down 0-2 here. Hundley certainly caught his fair share of games with Kevin Correa on the mound. Here's the 0-2. And a ground ball made for 2. Cedeno will flip to second. Walker's return is in time. 6-4-3 on the double play. And the Padres are done in the second. We've played 2. Pirates 1. Padres 0. Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
Cardiology.
Pittsburgh lead. Kevin Correa, Pirates pitcher, will lead things off against Clayton Richard. First pitch on the way now to Correa is a strike down the middle, taken there for a strike, 0-1.
Correa's had a good year hitting, 0 for 14.
Swing and a miss, 0-2. Now, how many times have we said something like that and then
they get a base hit?
Exactly.
You're right. I should have shut up.
And there's a popper foul out of play, straight back, 0-2. Because as I've learned from you over the years here, that any man with a bat in his hand at the plate is considered dangerous.
Yeah, it swings the bat. Something might happen.
There's a pitch low and in, 1-2. See, you thought those lessons were going unlistened to, but I picked up on that.
That's what worries me.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout here for Clayton Richard, 1 away, and the Pirates third. Back to the top of their order now for Andrew McCutchen. And folks, if I can get serious for just a moment here, there's a friend of ours here in the press box by the name of Dick Warren, who's worked in radio here in San Diego for a long time. His wife Sharon is in great need of a kidney transplant, and the Warren family is looking for a donor. They're even willing to donate as well to someone else in exchange. If you know someone who might be able to help the Warren family, I'm going to give you a phone number to call, and I'm going to give you an email address as well. Strike one is thrown to McCutchen. The phone number to get a hold of the family is 619-981-1472. Again, 619-981-1472. You have one missing low, 1-1. Or you can email us here in the booth at mypadres@xx1090sandiego.com. We'll certainly pass along your information to the Warren family. We certainly hope someone out there can be of help. 1-1 pitch ripped up the middle. That's in the center field, a base hit. First hit for the Pirates here today. And for McCutchen, that's his third hit of the series.
Andy, that was very nice of you, because getting kidneys, replacing them is very difficult for some people. You have to stand in line. It might be
3 or 4
1,000 people down the line. You never know.
Well, Dick is a wonderful human being. For those that haven't gotten the chance to know Dick, he is a radio engineer here in town that worked several of my broadcasts for University of San Diego basketball. And great guy, and anything we can do to try to help him out, we certainly will do. Pitch is outside for ball 1. Xavier Paul, the former member of the Los Angeles Dodgers, picked up on waivers by the Pirates this year. And now McCutchen will be chased back with a throw over to first.
Well, McCutchen's got 5 home runs as a leadoff guy. It's not too bad. You know, when you consider a guy up there, they usually have 1 maybe or none. This guy's got 5.
Well, there's talk around Pittsburgh that he may be one of the first of the young guys to get locked up to a long-term deal. Now the 1-0 pitch to the plate, low for ball 2, 2-0.
You know, the first club that did that was Cleveland.
Yeah, you're right.
They got about 4 of those guys, and they locked them in for 5 or 6 years and took them to the heights you can't imagine.
Hey, you buy out those arbitration years for young guys, and you also buy out part of their free agency. A little tapper right in front of home plate. It's a fair ball, and a throw by Hundley off the mark at second base. Everybody's going to be safe.
Well, he rushed the throw, and he didn't have to. You're not going to get a double play on a play like that. And the ball was, I would say, 10 feet off the bag.
Absolutely right. So fielder's choice and an error going to be charged on the throw to Nick Hundley. So fielder's choice, E2.
That hurt.
Yeah, it did. Now there's 2 on with only 1 away. The ball was fair by about an inch.
Well, he got to it in time, but he rushed it. He had all kinds of time to get the runner at second base. The ball was literally 10 feet to the right field side. It was amazing how far off it was.
So Matt Diaz at the plate here with 2 on and 1 away. 1-0 Pirates in the third. It'll play a fake over to second base.
And your number 3 hitter is usually a guy that hits, but his batting average at .216 doesn't say much.
Former Atlanta Brave, they could not afford to keep him, and I'm sure they wish they still had him. Matt Diaz, a valuable role-type player, pinch hitter, and was playing pretty regularly there for the Atlanta Braves. Pitch missing low, 1-0 now to Matt Diaz.
Well, his numbers here aren't good. .216, no homers, 5 RBIs, and that's not much. But you never know.
McCutchen at second. Paul's at first with one out in the third. 1-0 Pittsburgh. Now the pitch outside and a bluff throw back to first, but Hopp not holding the runner on. 2-0 now.
Well, too many pitches, Andy.
Yes, sir.
51 in the third inning. One out. Wow. Needs a double play ball quick.
That would certainly solve some problems. 2-0 the count on Matt Diaz. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased a high one. 2-1. Other games going on right now in the National League. Atlanta and Milwaukee are playing a doubleheader, a true doubleheader, not a day-nighter. Game one has gone to the bottom of the 8th inning in Atlanta with the Braves up 8-3. Prince Fielder hit his 7th home run of the year. Zach Greinke will make his Brewers debut in game 2. 2-1. Ripped the third. Backhanded nicely there by Headley. Can't catch it, though. He knocked it down and then needed a handle for it because he could not pick it up. And everybody's safe.
Well, they could give him a hit on that, but I'll tell you one thing. Once he stopped the ball, he had him dead at third base. He couldn't get a hold of it.
He did everything right except fumble to pick the baseball up. He would have had the man at third for sure. And they're going to charge Chase with an error. Figuring that if he fields it cleanly, he's got the man out by a mile at third base. That was a hot smash down that line. He did a great job to knock it down. In effect, that saved at least a run. But now trouble with the bases loaded.
It really looked like an inning-ending double play, but he couldn't put the ball in his hand to make it work. And certainly a force at third would have been obvious. We're having troubles today, guys.
Yes,
we got to get it going.
So now the bases are loaded with one away, and Neil Walker, their number 4 hitter, will come up. He's the man that scored the only run of the game to this point. 1-0 Pittsburgh, top of the third.
284 hitter.
Walker will take one in the dirt low for ball 1. Clayton's been behind pretty much everybody here tonight. Long look in now by Clayton Richard. Good work from the stretch with the bases loaded. Here comes the 1-0. And that's a fastball down the middle taken for a strike. It's even at 1-1.
Oh, a 4-hitter usually gets a pitch like that and he goes for it. He just took it. Amazing.
Cincinnati has defeated Houston, coming from behind to score 3 in the 9th inning. A 3-2 Reds win. Jay Bruce drove in the game winner. 1-1, a good swing with a foul back to the screen. 1-2. We're having some closer issues there in Houston as well, with Brandon Lyon blowing the save and taking the loss today. But the biggest issue has been in Los Angeles, you would have to think, with Jonathan Broxton, who finally admitted to the Dodgers that his right elbow has been bothering him.
Bad news.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch and a ground ball toward third. It's going to be a foul ball. Fielded nicely there by Headley, but the ball was foul, and we'll do it again. Everybody returns to their individual bases.
It was fouled by about 2 inches or 3. Right on the line. This would be a great inning to get out of it, considering what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Kill this one. Don't give up runs. You got a shot. Big shot.
It's easy for a pitcher to kind of drop his head a little bit here, but now it's his job to pick the rest of the team up. Obviously, guys are not trying to make errors behind you. It's unfortunately part of the game. Here comes the 1-2 now to Walker. That's into center field. That's going to be a base hit. McCutchen will score. Also being waved now is Xavier Paul. He'll get in there and score as the throw came all the way into home plate. 2 runs on the single there by Neil Walker, and it's now a 3-0 Pirates lead. A 1-2 pitch that caught too much of the plate, and it was dumped into center.
Well, the Padres have 7 at-bats, so it's not too late to really get into this. Stop them now. You never know what can happen in the heads. We'll find out ahead what goes on, but they got to stop them.
So now Walker has driven in 4 runs in this series. 2 yesterday with a 2-run single, and now 2 today with a 2-run single. 3-0 Pittsburgh in the third inning. Runners now at first and second with one away. Still set up for the double play. And Steve Pearce, the batter. And they'll throw to first. And that was nearly a balk because Haupt was playing behind the runner. And Clayton committed to going toward first base. If he had stopped and not thrown the ball, that would have been a balk. So luckily, Haupt recognized it and got over to the bag and fielded the throw. There's a good fastball for a strike, 0-1. Neil Walker now has driven in 18 runs on the year. Team leader for the Pirates. Now the 0-1 pitch outside, and the count evens at a ball and a strike.
Well, they got a pitch hit, and he hit it very well. No question about that, and that was a rocket into center field.
Giants and Mets are underway. No score in New York. That is in the bottom of the first inning. Now the 1-1 is high. 2-1.
I think Richards having trouble with home plate. He really is. That's not a difficult thing to do at times, but you'd like to have him get back on the beam.
How big is that catch by Cameron Maybin now?
Oh.
And the second inning. And a pitch is low, 3-1. Clayton trying to gut his way through this third inning. A couple of errors behind him. He's given up a couple of singles as well. 2 runs have scored. 3-0 Pittsburgh. And the 3-1 pitch. Check swing. It's in for a strike. Good slider. Full count. 3-2.
You know, maybe the fastball is not his best pitch today. It might have no zip to it, but it's not finding home plate.
That's when it's time to go to plan B. Slider looks good. Now the 3-2 pitch, low and in, ball 4. They're loaded again. Some activity now in the Padre pen. Youngster Evan Scribner has gotten up.
Can make a long afternoon if they don't get this guy right now and stop the scoring. 3 runs you can overcome in 7 innings, but it's tough when you get down 5.
So here is Ryan Doumit. He walked his last time to the plate. And a high fly ball down the right field line. Long run now for Venable toward foul territory. He will run out of room. That ball fell foul in play, but right up against the railing. That would have been a very tough catch for Will Venable.
Probably pack him off after he caught that one if he got to it. He was going head first into that wall.
So 0-1 now the count here on Ryan Doumit. Phillies and the Nationals also are underway with no score. They're in the top of the second inning. Later on today, St. Louis will host Florida. Now the 0-1 pitch, missing in. 1-1 to count. Yeah, you're right. The fastball is just kind of going all over the place.
Yeah, just breaking balls had better control. Usually it's just the opposite, but he's fighting it.
So for the ground ball right now. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Up and in. 2-1.
I'll tell you one thing, his effort is tremendous. It's just the ball isn't going where he wants it to go. It's a problem.
Now Clayton Richard again working out of the stretch with the bags loaded. 2-1 pitch on the way and a ground ball toward third, but foul. So now the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ryan Doumit will step out and readjust those batting gloves. He wears one of those shin guards on his front leg. Stands deep in that right-hand batter's box. Stands slightly closed. He's a switch hitter. He's from the right side here. Base is loaded. 2-2 pitch inside. Great stop by Hundley. When we talk about these pitches missing, they're not missing by a little bit. They're missing a lot.
Well, this is a major pitch in this game right here. They got the bullpen going out there, and they may have to take him out if he can't find some way to get an out.
3-0 Pirates, third inning. The pitch by Richard is deep fly ball to left center field. Ludwig is going to chase. He'll look up, and this one's gone. It's a grand slam for Doumit. Ryan Doumit has hit home run number 2 on the year, a grand slam. And the Pirates have taken a 7-0 lead. So Doumit will get high fives and congratulations as he goes to the dugout. And the Pirates have scored 6 runs here in the third inning and lead 7-0.
Andy, that was no fluke. That was a rocket that went out of here in a hurry.
And now a smash down the third base line off the bat of Brandon Wood, but foul. It's 0-1. Doumit's third career grand slam. His last one came last April against, of all guys, Trevor Hoffman when he was pitching for the Brewers. Pitch in there for a strike to Brandon Wood. It's 0-2. One away in this third inning that has lasted a very long time. And a pop-up foul straight back and out of play. They're getting some good hacks.
Well, Richard is the 2-hitter in the third inning. I doubt if he'll come up no matter what. He may not get through this inning the way things are going.
Well, as you mentioned, Buddy Black certainly hoping that he can, so you don't have to burn 2 players. Check swing. They'll appeal no swing, 1 and 2. Because obviously, as Jerry said, with being the number 2 batter, you'd have to double switch because you obviously want to bring in Scribner if you're going to do that to eat up some innings. Now the 1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 away. That'll bring up Ronnie Cedeno. He'll be the 9th man to come to the plate here in this inning.
Well, that's too bad. You know, it's just been his control that's been the problem. If he put the ball in the right spot, he's got good stuff out there. Breaking ball's working well, but the Padres haven't played defensively behind him the way they should either.
2 errors in the inning. One by the catcher, Hundley, and the other by Chase Headley. There's a deep drive into left center field, and Maben runs over and backhands it right in front of the Padre bullpen. That one was hit pretty well also, but Maben there to make the catch, and the inning has mercifully come to an end. 6 runs, though. 6 runs on only 3 hits, 2 errors, and none left. After 2.5, it's the Pirates 7, the Padres nothing. Padres in the bottom of the third, now trailing 7-0. 6 unearned runs in the third inning. Off of the starter, Clayton Richard. And a pitch outside for ball one to Eric Patterson.
You're in a spot now where you got to take a pitch. Well, something changes. I can't imagine what could at the moment.
Need a whole bunch of base runners. 1-0 is low, 2-0. I do see Clayton Richard in the on-deck circle.
Well, maybe he wants to give him the work. I don't know.
Well, there's also the case sometimes, and I know this was the case with a guy that's certainly going to be in the Hall of Fame by the name of Greg Maddux. 2-0 pitch is a strike called on the outside corner, 2-1. If you recall, in 2008, we had that 22-inning game here against the Rockies, and then had to get on a flight to head to Arizona to play the Diamondbacks the next night. Here's a 2-1, and that's low, 3-1. And the Diamondbacks were taking Maddux apart in the first couple of innings. He gave up, I believe it was a total of about 8 runs, and he told Buddy Black, under no circumstances do you take me out of this game. I am going to wear this one. I'm going to go 7. I'm going to save your bullpen.
So that's a point.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe Clayton Richard had that conversation. There's a fly ball down the left field line. It'll swish foul and get out of play.
I don't think it's quite as effective as Maddux. But
True.
Nevertheless, he may have made it. You're right. No, one thing that Maben is all over Cedeno. Made 2 great plays on him.
Yes,
One
he
in right
has.
center, the other in left center.
Taking away a couple of extra base hits from him.
Yeah.
The big blow in that inning was the Ryan Doumit grand slam. Ground ball back up the middle. Nicely stabbed there on the front side by Correa. He'll throw on to first. Pierce will touch the bag in time. 1 away.
Padre Baseball brought to you by the Miller Lite Home Draft. It's the greatest. Taste the greatness.
So Richard's going to hit for himself. I can only imagine the conversation going on right now at home plate there. He's talking to Ryan Doumit, the guy that touched him for the grand slam. So Richard, left-hand thrower, left-hand hitter as well. Looking for his first hit of 2011. And a ground ball weakly to the shortstop, right near the bag at second. Cedeno straightens up and throws across in time, 2 away. Well, we invite you to come celebrate the National League Manager of the Year coming up on Saturday, May 7th. That's this Saturday as the Padres take on the Arizona Diamondbacks at 5:35. First 25,000 fans in the ballpark take home a Bud Black bobblehead. Presented by Bank of America. Do not wait. Get those tickets and do it right now here at Padres.com. We have one of those Buddy Black bobbleheads here in the booth. I kept him up here last night, Jerry, because when we turned him to face the field, which he's not right now, Padres were trailing in the game. We turned him to face us here in the booth, and the next thing you knew, it was rally time.
Are you telling me you're superstitious?
Just a little bit.
That's what you're saying? Okay.
Just a little bit.
I checked. Some guys never touch the foul line.
That's true. 1-0 to Jason Bartlett. Here's the pitch by Correa. And a good slider for a strike, 1-1.
Got a pitch when I played named Vic Rashi. If you took his picture, he went insane before the game.
Huh.
He put the glove over his face out to the mound.
7-0 Pirates in the third, and a smash toward the second baseman. Diving stop there by Walker. Gets up and throws in time to get Bartlett. Neil Walker to his left with a dive. He snared it and then threw on to first in time, and the inning is over. Great play there by Neil Walker, and the Padres go in order. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning, and with that third out here, you get into a participating Submarine at California Subs for a delicious 3-inch sub plus a bag of all-natural pop.
fans. Darren Smith here. Join me weekdays at 1:50 just before 2 o'clock and following Hacksaw on Double X 1090.
Devin Correa fouls the first pitch back here in this fourth inning. Clayton Richards still out there, down 7-0 to the Pittsburgh Pirates. And a swing and a miss by Correa, 0-2. 600 runs in the third for the Pirates. And a swing and a miss. And Correa dispatched on strikes for the second time. One away in the fourth.
Hey, all-you-can-eat seats are a great way to enjoy all your favorite ballpark foods, and a field-level ticket for only $29.50. All-you-can-eat, gang. All of it is great. Enjoy all-you-can-eat Wiener Schnitzel hot dogs, popcorn, peanuts, soda, water. Tickets are on sale right now at Padres.com. The tickets, you can call this number, 619-795-5555. Enjoy yourself and have some food.
Here is McCutchen, leadoff hitter, will take strike one from Clayton Richards. Looks a lot more sharp right now.
Well, maybe a little bit of the pressure's off. You never know.
0-1. Slider didn't miss by much. Inside, 1-1.
Sometimes the pitcher goes out there and is afraid to make a mistake, and when he does, he gets hurt. Gets too cautious.
1-1 pitch now to McCutchen, way upstairs, gets away from Hundley. 2-1.
One thing, Richard has thrown 82 pitches, where his counterpart Correa is in the 40s.
Yep.
Huge difference.
It's a strange looking the line score up there, the totals right now. Very odd looking. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
7 runs, 3 hits, no runs, no hits.
I don't think I've ever seen 7 runs and 3 hits.
Not often.
But that's the story. 7-0 Pittsburgh in the fourth. 2-2 is chopped foul. He got a good pitch on that one. Right in on the hands, and McCutchen fouled it back to the screen. Still 2-2.
He's a pretty good player, but obviously the batting average is way down. Came into the ball game at 222. That's not much for a leadoff guy, especially.
Now Richard ready again. Here's a 2-2 and a little pop-up into shallow right field. Will Venable on that one. Now backpedaling a couple of steps. He'll make the catch in time. 2 away. I'll bring up Xavier Paul. He's the one that just swung and rolled a pitch right out in front of home plate. Nick Hundley pounced on it and threw wide of the bag at second, trying to complete a double play. That put him at first and second with 1 away. An error by Chase Headley allowed them to get the bases loaded in the third. Walker dumped a 2-run single into center. And there's a little pop-up, backhanded nicely by Eric Patterson, heading toward the bag. Little humpback liner. And Patterson makes the grab in a 1-2-3 inning for Clayton Richard here in the fourth. We go to the bottom. Pirates 7 and the Padres nothing. This is Padre Baseball. 7-0 to former teammate Kevin Correa. Venable walked and stole second in the first inning, but was stranded right there. And first pitch slider low for ball 1-0.
Well, you never know, Andy. You get a couple of runs here and maybe more the next inning or so, and you just don't know where it's going to end. But you got to start fighting back at this moment.
Start chipping away. 1-0 swung out and fouled back to the screen. 1-1. So I mentioned Correa has won his first 4 road starts this year. 4-0 with a 1.26. He is trying to become the first Pirates pitcher to win his first 5 starts on the road since Don Robinson won his first 7 on the road back in 1982. Fastball high, 2-1.
And Pittsburgh has not seen the World Series since, what, 1979 or something? That's more than a week ago.
More than a week ago, yeah.
30-plus years.
Last winning season was 1992. Ground ball sharply fair inside the bag at first, rolling down into the corner. Venable rounding first, on his way towards second, might be thinking 3. He is. He is going to get there standing. A triple for Venable.
That's the start, Andy. You never know where it can lead. Got the big guy coming up, Ludwig.
First triple of the year by Will Venable and the first Padre hit of the day.
Watching him go from first to third is really music. The way he runs is incredible.
That was a bullet right down the first base line. And the Padres have their first hit and only their third base runner here against Kevin Correa. 7-0 Pittsburgh in the 4th. Pitch to Ryan Ludwig outside with the slider, 1-0.
Padres have tomorrow off, and then Arizona comes in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So get ready. You never know where it's going to end up.
Now Correa's 1-0 pitch and a ground ball toward third. They're going to let the run score. It'll be fielded over there at third base by Brandon Wood. He'll throw on to first in time, but Padres have themselves a run on the RBI ground out by Ludwig. It's 7-1 Pirates. So 1 away now. The bases are empty, and Chase Headley will come to the plate. Headley with a ground ball to second base in his first at bat. That came in the first inning. And a slider taken low and in for ball 1. You know, think about these clubhouses these days. It's not just here, it's around Major League Baseball where you have all this video equipment at your disposal. A fastball high, 2-0, and there is a possibility that in between innings hitters go in to look and see how Correa faced him the first time and try to go to school and learn a little something against him the second time through. 2-0 is in for a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, that TV stuff certainly has helped ball players, no question about it, both the defense and the offense.
So there's always this game of chess during a game. There's a high fly ball foul, third base side out of play, 2-2. Or a gal run in, and in the Padres case, they'll talk to Mike Tompkins, the video coordinator, say, hey, can you show me what Correa has done with a lead in a game, how he's working guys, because he might work differently when he's got a big lead. Obviously wants to pitch more aggressively and throw some more strikes. Still a long way to go in this one, down 7-1. Base is empty with 1 away. The 2-2 pitch now from Correa to Headley is fouled out of play.
Shows how quick we got to run, though. Triple, ground ball, 1 run in, just like that.
So Headley 2 for 3 here in this series. First time starting in the series. Jorge Cantu had the first 2 games at third base. Here's his 2-2 now from Correa. Up and in, full count, 3-2. Need some base runners. Correa against his former team, now 2-1 overall and a 4.97 ERA. 20th overall appearance, his 6th start against his hometown team. 3-2 to Headley. Ripped into the hole between first and second. That's into right field, a base hit. So Headley has a single. That'll bring up Cameron Maben here with 1 away.
Well, Maben hadn't had a home run in a while, but he can hit it over the wall if he gets a hold of it. So let's see what happens.
Petco Certified Nutrition, food that meets Petco standards for essential advanced or natural nutrition, or doesn't have what it takes to be on their shelves. Learn more at petco.com/certified. Petco, that's where the healthy pets go. So Maben has made a couple of spectacular plays out in the outfield.
Oh, boy.
Both of them have come at the expense of Ronnie Cedeno. Well, this might be a minute more lopsided. It's 7-1 Pittsburgh, and a first pitch slider strike. 0-1. Gord says 87 miles an hour. That's no slider. That is his cutter. Cut fastball.
He's not a power pitcher. He's a spot pitcher. When he's good, he can be tough.
They with a short lead at first, and now Maben will take strike two. That's a tough pitch right on the outside corner.
Slider, got a good. This is a cut fastball. To me, that's a breaking ball.
Yeah. Correa looking at the replay. It may have gotten a bit of a benefit of a expanded outside corner on that one, but no balls and 2 strikes. The count on Cameron Maben. At first base is Headley with 1 away, and now Correa will back off. Notice that the Pirates are wearing a patch on their right sleeves. It's a black circle with a gold star, the number 7 in the middle. It's to honor their former manager Chuck Tanner, who passed away in February. Pitch outside, 1-2.
Chuck was a good guy. He worked for the Pirates in the final years of his life as a scout, and just loved it. He was always in the clubhouse talking.
He was the manager of that 1979 World Championship team with Willie Stargell, Dave Parker.
Well, I could have won with that team. I could have won with that team.
Yeah, I could have won too. 1-2, and Maben swings and misses. That was ball 2, but Maben couldn't hold up. And that is now 2 away in this Padres 4th inning. They've got a run on the board here. Man at first base, now 2 away for Brad Hawpe.
First strikeout for Correa.
Chuck Tanner, the manager of that We Are Family 1979 team, led by Willie Stargell.
Very pleasant person.
Knocked off the Orioles, if I'm not mistaken, in the World Series that year. 7-1 Pirates here in the bottom of the 4th inning. There goes Headley, and the pitch taken by Hawpe there, and not in time as the throw down to second base as Headley slides in head first.
Well, there's a big chance for another run to make it 7-2. That changes things a little bit.
Steal number 3 of the year for Chase Headley. Second of the game for the Padres, and again their total now 37 stolen bases.
They can run.
Now they'll put the overshift on for Brad Hawpe. Neil Walker about 20 feet or so into the outfield. Ronnie Cedeno on the right field side of second base. And the 1-0 pitch is in the dirt. Good block there by Domet. 2-0. Pirates leading in the bottom of the 4th inning. Brad Hawpe awaiting the 2-0 pitch from Kevin Correa. Now comes set after a long look in. 2-0 to Hawpe. Check swing. It's a strike called on the inside corner. 2-1. He's having a lot of success in this particular inning with the cut fastball.
Well, he knows how to pitch. He's been around a while. Won 12 games for the Padres before he left. Went over and won 10 games last year with Pittsburgh. And let's see what happens this year. So far, 4-2. Could be 5-2 if it holds on to this.
Now the 2-1 to Hawpe inside. 3-1.
That's a tough pitch to take.
Yeah, especially when you're understanding that you're down as many runs as the Padres are right now. You want to be the guy to knock in another one. Get a little anxious, but now a hitter's count at 3-1. 7-1. Pirates in front in the 4th, and time called as Correa is just taking too much time.
It amazes me that hitters try to hit between and through that defense out there. Ted Williams did that his whole life till the end of his career. And man, he gave up so many base hits for the second baseman standing in right field.
3-1 on the way, and a swing and a chopper foul at home plate. Full count
was out there. I was in right field when he hit.
You probably were. That's right.
And I had to rush the play to get him at first. He could run pretty good.
It's like a relay throw from the outfield.
Oh, wow. I mean, you know, you're out there, and what am I doing out here? This is outfield.
How many times do we see over the last few years Adrian Gonzalez get base hits taken away from him on this shift?
But this second baseman is about as deep as I've seen it. He put his name is Walker. He's out in right field somewhere. He's way back.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hop swings and misses. There's strike 3. And the inning has come to an end. But the Padres do get a run. 1 run on 2 hits. And a man left at second base after 4 innings. Pirates 7. Padres 1. Against Clayton Richards, 7-1 Pittsburgh. First pitch fouled on a play right side into the terrace level. She's banging right off the facade there at the terrace level and then down into the box seats. Those that are here are enjoying a nice sunny day down the right field side and a little shade here on the third base side. Here's the 0-1. There's a smash into center field. That's a base hit for Diaz. Second time he's been on. First time with a base hit. Lead man on for the Pirates here in the 5th.
Hey, visit GTM Discount General Stores in Santee and Lemon Grove. We're up to 70% off HD TVs, electronics, furniture, supplies, and groceries. All kinds of goodies. You get designer fashions as well. It's, of course, for the family. Click GTMstores.com for valuable coupons and check it out.
So here is Neil Walker. First pitch to him is ground ball made for 2. Bartlett shovels to Patterson. The return throw is not in time. Hustling Walker beats the play at first base.
No, the play was lost when Bartlett underhanded the ball 25 feet. You got to throw the ball. Get it there quick so the second baseman make the play. Took too long getting it there. He made the play properly, but then underhanded a toss. Just doesn't get there in time.
So now with 1 away, Walker stands at first base, and Steve Pearce will come now to the plate. First pitch is low for ball 1. American League games underway as well. Toronto leading at Tampa 3-0. Adam Lind has hit his 6th home run of the year for the Blue Jays. 1-0, fastball low, 2-0. Detroit out in front of the Yankees 2-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning at Comerica. Red Sox and Angels underway, no score, top of the 3rd at Fenway. 2-0, check swing, late call of a strike, 2-1. Adrian Gonzalez hit his first Fenway Park home run last night.
Which way, right field, left field?
You know what, I think it was right center, if I'm not mistaken.
I could see a pepper in that left field wall all day long.
2-1 fouled back, 2-2. He has 2 home runs. He's hitting above 300 coming into the game today and has 20 runs batted in, but only 2 home runs.
I was going to say he's driving in runs. I thought they'd try to pitch him away and they'd pop him over that left field wall all day long, which he did here. That's a short wall in Fenway Park.
7-1 Pirates in the 5th, and the pitch. This one also made for 2. Bartlett will flip to second. Patterson's return is in time this time as they go 6-4-3, and the inning has come to an end. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Pirates 7, Padres 1. This is Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres radio. Collins Family Jewelers, you know the 4 C's of diamond quality. Remember the 5th. And the most important C, that of course is Collins Family Jewelers. Nick Hundley will lead it off. Eric Patterson then the pitcher spot. Due up for Buddy Black's San Diego Padres. Working against the San Diego kid and former Padre Kevin Correa. First pitch to Hundley. He's fouled straight back. Had a good rip. No balls and 1 strike. Final earlier today in the American League, the Twins beat the White Sox again, 3-2 this time. 0-1 again, fouled right back to the screen, 0-2. And I'm not sure how much longer Ozzie Guillen's going to be able to hang on to that team on the south side of Chicago.
He's not quiet about it, I'll tell you that.
He was chirping a little bit before the game today, talking about how bad his team is.
Wrong approach.
There's the 0-2 way outside. I'll paraphrase here because he uses some very rather colorful language. Says maybe our players don't feel the same way, but we know we're bad. Coaching staff he's talking about care about the ball club. Every time they lose, they feel like they failed. 1-2 is a pop-up on the right side of the infield. Step into foul territory, straddling the first base line as Pierce will make the catch about midway up that line. And 1 away for the Padres here in the 5th.
Hey, gang, come watch the Padres take on the Arizona Diamondbacks. That's starting Sunday, May the 8th, after the Friday-Saturday game. That'll be at 1:05 on Sunday. First 8,000 kids, 14 and younger, going to receive a Padres foam finger presented by Bank of America. They're really great. You can hold that thing up, show how good you are. Go to Padres.com to purchase your tickets. Do that today and check it out for Sunday.
And Eric Patterson will take a strike, 0-1.
Of course, the Diamondbacks come in here on the 6th. It'll be a Friday night, then Saturday, and then the game on Sunday will wrap it up this homestand.
Here comes the 0-1 now to Patterson. And a swing and a miss late on the fastball, 0-2.
Hey, you know who Jane Mitchell is?
Yeah, I do.
The girl that does all this interviews. She wrote a book. She interviewed everybody. I don't know who she missed in the last 20 years that did anything in sports in San Diego. Great book.
And a chopper right off a home plate. Tough play now for Pierce and for Correa. He'll field it in fair territory and tag Patterson up the line. Nice play by Kevin Correa.
When have you seen that before? Wow.
I tell you what, it was fortuitous timing because the ball and the runner got there at almost exactly the same time.
Well, check the Jane Mitchell book. You see her all the time on Cox Cable, and she wrote a book and interviewed the people, anybody that came in San Diego for the last 20 years is in that book. Really interesting. Check it out.
Well, here's Logan Forsythe. He's going to make his major league debut right now as a pinch hitter. Padres trailing 7-1 to the Pittsburgh Pirates. And again, in case you just joined us, Orlando Hudson placed on the 15-day disabled list today with that right hamstring strain. And Logan Forsythe's contract was purchased from AAA Tucson, and the folks find out it's his big league debut, and they respond with a nice little standing ovation for Logan Forsythe.
24 years old, hit .291 in Tucson, getting a shot now to see what he can do.
We got a good chance to see him during spring training the last couple of springs, and he'll take a fastball low for ball one.
It's hard for me to get interested in a spring game, I must tell you, because you don't know what the pitching is or anything else is. That people coming and going, it's amazing. But the season, that's it.
Swing and a miss on the 1-0. It's even now at 1 ball, 1 strike. But Logan was one of the guys that they targeted to switch from third base to second base. Made the transition very nicely. Well-liked guy in the clubhouse, too. The 1-1 is a swing and a miss. Down to the count now, 1-2.
It doesn't look like he has the confidence he needs right now. It's his first at-bat in the big leagues, and that's a tough one.
7-1 Pittsburgh, bottom of the 5th inning. Big league debut here for Logan Forsythe. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball toward the shortstop. Cedeno will now charge on the run throw. It's a close play, but they get him at first base. Hustling out of that box was Logan Forsythe that almost beat that one out. Retired 6-3, and the Padres are retired in order in the 5th. We have played 5 innings. Pittsburgh 7, Padres 1. This is Padre Baseball, XX 1090. Runs off of Clayton Richard were unearned, and Richard will depart now after 5 innings of work. He'll give way to another youngster, Evan Scribner, who will come out of the bullpen and make his 3rd appearance here with the Padres. No record and a 3 even on his ERA. So Scribner, the new pitcher, straight up change there in the 9 spot in the Padre batting order. Ryan Doumit will lead things off. He's the man with the grand slam. Big blow in that 3rd inning. Well, we have a moment to remind you about Cabot Stains. You're probably never going to take the field to the majors, but you can look like a pro in your own backyard when you finish your deck with Cabot Wood Stains. It's the one in the yellow can. Cabot, that's pro. 7 runs on 4 hits and no errors for the Pirates. 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 errors. And both came in that 3rd inning. behind Clayton Richard for the Padres. First pitch from the right-hander Scribner is chopped foul at home plate. Doumit switching around to bat from the left side.
You know, Andy, if you're a manager and you want to bring a new guy in and give him a chance to pitch where there's no real problem, this is it for Scribner.
I agree.
Nice spot. Yep. Good spot.
Padres will put that overshift on here for Doumit also, with Eric Patterson playing in short right field. Good curve there by Scribner. And he gets ahead 0-2.
Over the top curve. You don't see many of those at 12-6 jobs.
Buddy Black was bragging about that, saying, hey, you're going to like this. You're going to see an over the top curve. You don't see him ever.
No kidding.
0-2 now by Scribner. Doumit checks, takes it a bit high. 1-2. Good waste pitch.
Well, one thing about that over the top curve, it's harder to control. The slider, the cut fastball, whatever you want to call it, doesn't move as much. You have a better shot to make a strike out of it.
Scribner's 1-2 pitch to Doumit. Ripped foul first base side. Got out in front of that one. Another curved ball. This one hung up just a little bit. And Doumit out in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Domit's already had his day. That grand slam home run changed the course of the game in a hurry.
So Richard guts out 5 innings, 4 hits, 7 runs, only 1 earned. 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. 1-2 pitch now to Doumit. And just got a piece to foul it at home plate. Stays alive. We were talking about Ozzie Guillen in the last half inning. And he had this little tirade before their game today talking about how bad his team was and how much the coaches care about it, but he doesn't think the players care enough about how they're doing. They came in with a league worst 11-21 record. They're now 11-22. High fly ball into left field. This time it's playable. It is Ludwig calling, moving toward the alley, making the catch, and 1 away. He says, and I quote, "That's why a lot of coaches drink, smoke, have ulcers."
How about managers?
He says, "I don't have any of those. This week, I haven't even touched a beer yet."
Well, he was the shortstop of the Padres many moons ago. Went to Chicago and had a pretty good year. Years, I should say, not a year, but many years.
So now here's Brandon Wood with 1 out. In the top of the 6th, a 7-1 Pittsburgh lead.
Yeah, one thing about Ozzie Guillen, he's great copy.
Yes, he is.
You're a writer and watch some of the, hey, Ozzie, what do you think? And he'll tell you. It's usually interesting.
1-0 count. And the pitch down the middle taken for a strike. Evens it up at a ball and a strike.
He's a young shortstop with talent. Wasn't at the right spot in the right day. Guys like Templeton and Ozzie Smith floating around, so he was traded off.
1-1 on the way. And a dribbler foul at home plate. 1-2.
That's an off-speed pitch, that curveball, as well as the big overhand flop.
Guillen, if I'm remembering this correctly, was traded for Lamar Hoyt.
You could be right. I know Hoyt came out and had a pretty decent year, and then that was it. Yep. And then they got into trouble with all those things that you aren't supposed to use.
1-2 down the middle, taken for strike 3 call. Nice pitch right there by Scribner. Strikeout number 1, 2 away. Base is empty. Ronnie Cedeno at the plate. 7-1 Pittsburgh in the 6th.
I'm amazed that drug problem lasted so long as it did in baseball. Just let it go on and on and on. Finally, they decided they better stop it, and they have stopped it totally now. Took a while.
First pitch to Cedeno is in the air, fouled on the first base side. That's going to reach the seats. And we got to play 0-1.
See, my theory is that in that drug period from 95 to 105, whatever it was, all the records should be put in bronze. The steroid period. I'm serious.
I hear you.
Yeah, to identify it, you know. They won't, but they should.
If they took the time to put in asterisks on all those, they'd run out of ink. The 0-1 is in there for a strike, 0-2.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's too bad. You know, actually, a lot of people didn't think they were doing anything wrong. And then when they came out and they found out they were doing something wrong, they would admit it.
0-2 to Cedeno, missing outside, 1-2.
I figured if I was on steroids, I'd had 17 home runs instead of 16. I jumped up one.
Here's the 1-2 pitch now to Cedeno. Ground ball, base hit right side. So Cedeno Has hit the ball hard all 3 times and now finally has something to show for it. You think he figured something out. Hit it away from Cameron Maybin.
Boy, he made 2 plays on him. One at right center, one at left center. The one at right center was magical. The one at left center was outstanding, but the one at right center was unbelievable.
So Correa will bat. Struck out a couple of times against Clayton Richard. 2-out single puts a man at first. 6th inning, and it's 7-1 in favor of the Pirates. Swing and a miss by Correa.
You know, something's happening now where the shadows are going out between home plate and the mound, and if you're a hitter, the ball picks up a different tone when it goes through that period from bright to dark. It's harder to hit right now.
There's the 0-1 pitch. Correa takes the slider low and outside. 1-1. Later on today in the American League, Cleveland will be at Oakland. How about the Indians start 20-8?
Yeah, where did that come from? Nobody thought about that.
Strike called in the outside corner, 1-2. Those 20 wins lead all of Major League Baseball.
Well, it's early. You know, you can collapse. You have a pitcher that goes down. Anything can happen. Doing okay now.
1-2 pitch. Correa swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Dropped momentarily there by Hundley. He'll tag Correa, and that's the inning. So a couple of strikeouts for Evan Scribner here in the 6th inning. No runs on a hit and a man left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. It's the Pirates 7 and the Padres 1. This is Padre Baseball, XX 1090. Jerry Coleman back here with you at Petco Park. 7-1 Pittsburgh in the bottom of the 6th inning.
And the Padres have 4 licks to try to get back in the ballgame. They're trailing by 6, 7-1 on that 3rd inning. For Pittsburgh was deafening. And of course the big blow, the home run, the grand slam by Ryan Doumit was the difference right now.
Kevin Correa with a very manageable pitch count here, 71. As he works into the bottom of the 6th against Jason Bartlett. First pitch swinging and a foul back to the screen. 0-1. Bartlett in 0 for 2. He was retired on a great play by Neil Walker to end the 3rd. Ranging into the outfield grass, diving to his left to knock it down and make the throw on to first to get Bartlett. Now Correa in the bright sunshine will take a little too much time for Bartlett's liking. He'll step out. Now the 0-1 by Correa. And that's fouled out of play. First base side, 0-2.
Bartlett's been a pretty good performer all around, but like the rest of the club, is not hitting a lot. What is he, at 230 now? That's not much. Especially for a leadoff man, you want him on base.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot, about how these guys have not performed up to what they expect, obviously. And There's a pitch outside 1-2, but you know, you hear us mention the words that Buddy Black uses a lot, and it's a track record, and you've seen guys that have done it over the test of time, and you know that they're better hitters than they are now, and eventually, you hope, sooner rather than later, this ends.
Well, a team-wide slump is hard to find, believe me.
Now the 1-2 pitch to Bartlett, and tried to check, could not. He is called out on strikes. The ball got away momentarily from Domit. He'll just reach over and tag Bartlett, and that's one away.
Hey, when it comes to quality and fuel efficiency, gang, Toyota's got what it takes. When it comes to great deals and service, your San Diego County Toyota dealers, they've got what it takes.
So fans were booing a little bit. I think it's because Bartlett didn't run toward first base when that ball got away.
I don't think he knew what happened.
I don't think he did either. I think it's a natural reaction here in a 7-1 game. That a little on edge, and Jason Bartlett does not strike me as that type of a player that would not run something out if he knew that the ball had gotten away.
Yeah, that's what I don't think he knew the catcher lost the ball. He just figured it was over and he was going to leave, and all of a sudden there he was.
1-1 to Venable, or 1-0 that is to Venable, missing outside. 2-0, 7-1 Pirates in the 6th.
Yeah, Venable walked in a triple. Let's see if he can keep it going, get the average up a little bit, and feel better about it.
Getting up towards 200 now, 198. And watch that one fall low, 3-0. Sinker there by Correa, sunk too low. Now the 3-0 pitch. And that's down the middle, taken for a strike, 3-1. Venable knows the object is to get on base. You need base runners.
I'm surprised they're playing the center field into left center with this guy.
Triple was down the right field line. 3-1 is a high fly ball into left.
Well, they had him right. He hit the ball left field.
Right there, Xavier Paul. He'll reach up and make the catch for out number 2.
Well, a guy like Venable, you figure if power alley's in right center, the center field is in the left center. So they didn't ask me about this, so I'm going to shut up.
So here's Ryan Ludwig. He drove in the only run with that ground out. That came back in the 4th inning.
You know, Ryan Ludwig every now and then starts hitting the ball with real power. I'd love to see him get going.
First pitch, fastball, burns the outside corner, taken for a strike, 0-1.
It was at 92. I didn't know he could throw it that fast.
Oh, 1 pitch. Off the end of the bat, this time fouled on the right side, 0-2. Well, in game 1 of the doubleheader in Atlanta, Braves beat the Brewers 8-3. Hansen over Estrada. And they've already taken a 1-0 lead in the nightcap. 1-0 in the first against Zach Greinke, who's making his debut for the Milwaukee Brewers. Oh, 0-2 pitch to Ludwig. Outside, 1-2. Correa won 22 and lost 21 while a member of the Padres over 2 years. Pitch low and outside, 2-2.
12 games 1 year, 10 the next. Not bad.
And in 09, when he was 12-11, had a 3.91 ERA. He pitched a complete game against the Diamondbacks in Phoenix, and he was the most consistent pitcher the Padres had that entire year. 2-2 pitch, and just got a piece, did Ludwig. Spoiled a good pitch there, 2-2.
Well, there's a guy that was born in San Diego, lives in San Diego, would love to be here in San Diego, but he's now in Pittsburgh. That's a long way from San Diego.
Yes, it is. And I've noticed you get a little more rain in Pittsburgh than you do in San Diego.
Yeah, by light years. What they have there is a beautiful ballpark.
Yes, they do. 2-2, high and outside. Good check that time by Ludwig. Full count, 3-2.
If you ever get to Pittsburgh, go to the ballpark and look at the location. Right there are 3 rivers that meet out there. And it's really, truly beautiful. When you get a nice day, of course.
Ohio, Allegheny, Monongahela.
Thank you, thank you.
Those are the 3. High fly ball foul, first base side out of play.
I could remember 3 better than I could remember the names.
And right there by the stadium is what they call the confluence of the 3 rivers, where they all kind of come together. Which is, of course, why their old stadium was called Three River Stadium.
Thank you.
See, you learn something all the time by listening to these broadcasts.
I didn't know that. Right?
We try to enlighten, entertain, and educate. The 3 E's of our broadcast. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a foul tip. Good job again by Ludwig.
Well, Correa's done pretty good. Giving up, a couple of hits. Struck out 3. Not bad. And has held the Padres in check, except for the 1 inning in the 4th.
He's gotten some good defense behind him as well. Something that Clayton Richard did not get.
He had that 1 inning where a couple of plays that changed the whole course of the game.
3-2. Line sharply fair inside the bag at third. Down the line and left. This is going to be extra bases for Ryan Ludwig. Turning first on his way to second. He'll pull up with a 2-out double.
Well, there's still 3 1/3 innings left, gang. Let's see what they can do.
7th double of the year for Ryan Ludwig. And Chase Headley now comes to the plate. He singled his last time. 1 for 2. That was a good battle. Won that time by Ryan Ludwig. 7-1. Pirates leading in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'll tell you that Ted Leitner's stats are great with Metafast. 40 pounds lost. He's keeping them off with Metafast. For a center near you, call 1-888-9-METAFAST or go to mymetafastsandiego.com. Ted will be back with us on Friday night after the off day tomorrow when the Padres welcome in the Arizona Diamondbacks. 3-game series here at Petco.
It's a nice trip. Takes an hour.
First pitch outside and low for ball 1. From Sky Harbor to Lindbergh.
Well, look at this. Get 1 run in, then somebody hits a home run. They're right back in the game. It's that quick. It can happen.
1-0 pitch from Correa. Fouled out of play. Straight back. 1-1. Phillies have scored a run against the Washington Nationals in the 5th. Raul Ibanez with his 2nd home run of the season. 1-0 Phillies in the bottom of the 5th.
The Phillies have the pitching that if they get in the playoffs, it'd be hard to lose with that pitching staff.
Headley takes a fastball high. It's 2-1.
You have a pretty good ball club. Get into the playoffs without the pitching, you got a problem. But the Phillies have 4 guys. Wow.
Well, their 5th guy, Joe Blanton, ended up going on the DL. I think it more of hurt feelings. Everybody kept talking about the 4 aces. Oh, yeah, and there's Joe Blanton, too.
Well, he did okay against the Padres.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. 2-1 pitch. Headley, ground ball, right side. Walker to his right will field and make the throw on to first in time, and that is the Padres' 6th inning. No runs. A double there by Ludwig with 2 away. He is left at second after 6. Pirates 7, Padres 1. This is Padre Baseball. Double X 10.
Before 2 o'clock and following Hacksaw on Double X 1090.
To the top of the 7th inning, and it's been all Pirates 7-1. Pirates scored a run in the second inning on a fielder's choice ground out off the bat of Brandon Wood, and then the wheels came off in the third. A couple of errors led to 6 unearned runs. The big blow was a grand slam home run by Ryan Doumit and a 2-run single by Neil Walker. Padres' run came in the 4th on the ground out by Ludwig. So Evan Scribner in relief here of the starter Clayton Richard fires strike 1 to Andrew McCutchen.
Got pretty good motion on his delivery. I think he could be an effective pitcher if we can find the right spots to put it.
Here's the 0-1. And McCutchen hits it deep into left field. Backing up now is Ludwig, still chasing. Warning track. Wall makes the grab. Cradled it nicely like an NFL wide receiver would be taking in a pass. And gently collided with the wall out there. 1 away.
Hey, Beer Fest is back this Friday, May the 6th. You can enjoy beers from 25 breweries in the park at the park, including some of the San Diego's best breweries. First pours at 4:30 and first pitch versus the Diamondbacks at 7:05. Don't forget the date. Don't miss the party at the park. Get your tickets today at Padres.com/beerfest. That's Friday, May the 6th. I'm going to get here early and wallow around in the beer. Why not?
Have to keep an eye on you that day.
Okay.
There's Xavier Paul will take a strike from Evan Scribner.
I didn't know they had 25 breweries in San Diego. My goodness.
Some of the best breweries are right here in this town. It's a good beer town. 0-1. Grounded foul first base. Not that I would know firsthand, of course. It's just things I pick up and hear along the way.
Well, you know, my last beer was in 1957. The reason I start to hiccup when I beer. It's very hard to talk to people hiccuping in their face all day. So I kind of canceled that a little bit. But you get a good beer, and it's wonderful.
It would make for an interesting broadcast, too, when you're hiccuping all the time.
I know.
0-2 pitch. Got him looking. Strike 3 call. Great fastball. Good location. Inside corner. 2 away.
A great beer is a Japanese beer. I should try that when I was in Japan. And that didn't have the fizz to it that American beer has. And I didn't hiccup much over there.
Like a good Miller Lite or something like that for you? Try the home brew.
I know this is interesting stuff, folk. I hope you don't turn off. But Japanese beer is good beer, too. Not as good as American beer, though.
There's a line shot into the gap toward left center field. That's going to fall and maybe split him, going all the way to the wall. The bat up off the bat there of Diaz. He'll pull into second base with a double with 2 away. His second hit in as many trips. That ball was scalded to center.
Yeah, he hit that quite well.
And a 2-out base runner. That'll bring up Neil Walker. Again, his 2-run single started the rally there in the Pirates' third when they scored 6 unearned against Clayton Richard.
That was a high fastball. I don't know how he got out in front of it. Right up there where he could only see. Hard to hit.
So Walker, a Pittsburgh kid, playing for the hometown team. That's got to be a huge thrill for him and his family. First pitch to him is a curve low and in the dirt. Good smother there by Nick Hundley.
Well, Pittsburgh's a great city except from November to March. A little chilly in
It
Pittsburgh
gets that way.
That time, yep. But their ballpark, if you ever get to the summertime, go visit it. The location is incredible. You'll love it.
This guy was the 11th overall pick, the first round of 2004's draft. And fastball, good one. Inside corner again, strike 1, 1-1. Two-time Pittsburgh Post-Gazette Male Athlete of the Year. Good football player in his time as well in high school. And the Pittsburgh area, the 1-1 pitch. And the curve is low, 2-1.
Well, you see all those things about brain damage in the football, the pros. Man, oh man, it makes you nervous.
Seven 7-1 Pirates in the 7th inning. Runner at second base and 2 away. Walker ahead on the count 2-1, and he checks and takes the curve low, 3-1.
Like a pretty good pitch to me.
I thought so too. As it says here that he would know because he was ranked by Baseball America as having the best strike zone judgment among all high school players prior to the 2004 draft. 3-1. Ball 4.
Which brings me to the question, how's he doing now?
He's doing all right.
Pretty good, I guess, yeah.
So he'll trot down to first base. Walker with the walk. First and second now with 2 away. Steve Pearce, first baseman. Right-hand hitter will come to the plate. 7-1. Pittsburgh leading in the 7th inning.
It's amazing, all those runs and only 6 hits. That big run, the grand slam, changed everything.
First one to Pearce. It's a pop-up. Shallow left. Coming in now is Ryan Ludwig. Amongst the shadows out there, will make the catch. And that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left. It's stretch time here at Petco Park. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Pirates 7, Padres 1. This is Padre Baseball. XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
Could switching to Geico really save?
Will stay out there. Chris Resop is warming behind him in the bullpen down the right field line. 7-1 Pittsburgh. And Maybin will take a strike from Kevin Correa. 0-1.
Well, he's still throwing the ball pretty good. A little hop to it.
He's been anywhere from 89 to 92 on the fastball. Here's the 0-1. Maybin will take it outside and low. 1-1. You know, think about the Pirates. We keep talking about how their futility has lasted as long as it has. Last winning season came in 1992. 1-1 is low. 2-1. But they're in position right now to win their 5th road series of the year. They had won 4 road series all of last year.
Wow, that's pretty good. Where are we? 2 months into the season? Not even that much.
Yep. And if they do hold on to beat the Padres here today, this would be their 11th road win. They had 17 of those all last year. 2-1 ground ball back in the middle. Deflected there by Correa and past the shortstop, Cedeno, into shallow right field, or left field that is, and Maybin will hang on at first. He was running through the bag thinking that he might be thrown out, so no chance to go to second.
He got a break when the ball was deflected by the shortstop. He couldn't get to it.
So an infield single, courtesy of Kevin Correa. And the lead man aboard here now for Brad Hawpe.
I keep dreaming that someone's going to hit a home run and get him back into the game.
Not out of the realm of possibility, you know. Stranger things have happened.
You got it.
And a fastball outside, 1-0. Resop by himself, warming up down the right field line for the Pirates. Now On the 1-0, and Hawk will take it outside, 2-0.
Well, Correa is going to pitch 100 coming up right now. So usually, I don't know what it is, when the pitcher gets around that 100 mark, they start getting nervous. Not the pitcher, but the management does.
I was going to say, the manager gets really nervous. Long set for the 2-0 to Hop. Hit in the air down the left field side. That's going to split the gap. It's going to go to the wall. Bouncing off the base. Being waved. Here is Cameron Maben. He is going to score on an RBI double by Brad Hop. It is 7-2 Pirates.
And what happens if somebody gets a hit now? It's 7-3. We got 3 innings to go, gang. Don't go away.
5th RBI by Brad Hop on his 5th double of 2011. That's kind of how I remember Brad Hop treating the Padres when he came in as a member of the Rockies.
Oh, he drove us nuts, especially up in Colorado. Of course, up there, if you hit the ball softly, it goes a long way.
And that's going to be it for Kevin Correa. Clint heard a lot of the third base dugout and has indicated he wants a pitching change. So Correa will depart after pitching 6+. Facing the 2 hitters right here. He is still responsible for Hop at second base. Chris Rhysop, the new pitcher. We'll tell you more about him here in just a moment. We'll take a quick timeout. Padres have a run on the board here in the 7th. The man at second base, nobody out. Pirates 7, Padres 2. Back with more in a moment. Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network. Which, by the way, is still the #1 bullpen in all of Major League Baseball. Team ERA in the pen of 2.32. Padres ERA coming in as 2.37 out of that pen.
That's a surprise. Don't think anybody would ever mention that as being the top bullpen in the baseball world. Kind of strange.
Kind of a shock to me when I first read it, heard about it, but it is the case. So Rhysop will come in for the second time here in the series. He was in the first game, the Pirates victory. He did give up a run in 1 inning of work. And now with the man at second base and nobody out, he'll face Nick Hundley. Maben singled off the pitcher's glove and then was driven in on the double here by Brad Hop. 7-2 Pirates, bottom 7. Hundley 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play and popped out. First pitch, swinging a foul back to the screen. He had a good rip.
Looked like he had it all the way. The bat just didn't get on the ball in the right spot.
Braves have a 2-0 lead now after 2 in Atlanta, that is, over the Brewers in game 2 of their doubleheader. Here's the 0-1. And Hundley takes it down the middle. That's a strike. 0-2.
That was a good pitch. I think he'd love to have that back.
Rhysop 1-0 on the year. A 1.76 on the ERA. 14th appearance out of the bullpen. Only Joel Hanrahan has appeared in more games for the Pirates this year. Time called at the plate. Cardinals have tied up the Florida Marlins. It's a 2-2 game after 1 in St. Louis. Ernesto Frieri waiting and watching from the bullpen. There's the 0-2 and a swing and a foul tip held by Doman. Strike 3. So Hundley retired. First out of the 7th inning, and Eric Patterson will come to the plate.
Might mention that came in at 94. That's the fastest pitch today in this game.
Padre fans, there are many ways for you to connect with your Padres. You can follow your Padres on Twitter, twitter.com/STPadres. Become a Padres fan on Facebook at facebook.com/Padres. Or read all the latest team news with the Padre blogs at Padres.com. Don't miss the action from your San Diego Padres. So here's Patterson, 0 for 2. Hop at second and a swing and a miss.
Big run out there at second base just to get it in brings you within range.
Shadows creeping across the field now. They're kind of dissecting the field, almost at its midway point, right up the middle. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, way outside. Evens the count of the ball and a strike.
He's getting warmed up, 96.
He can bring it, huh?
Yeah, I'll say. It's pretty good. Not many guys can do that.
He's 28 years old, right-hand thrower, 6'3", 225-pounder, born, raised, and still living in Naples, Florida. Spent last year with the Atlanta Braves organization, claimed off waivers late last season in August. The 1-1, way outside, 2-1. Also pitched for a time in Japan.
Hey, that's a long trip. Usually they do that to make some money. It isn't that they're looking for any glory, but just staying alive as a pitcher.
Broke into the big leagues back in 05 with the Florida Marlins. He was an outfielder. 2-1, fastball outside, 3-1. I guess he was an outfielder that could not hit.
Yeah, they usually become pitchers.
And they said, you know what, kid? We love that arm of yours. And in July of 2003, they said, you know what? You're no longer an outfielder. You are a pitcher.
The greatest example of that was Bob Lemon. He's in the Hall of Fame. Was a third baseman, couldn't hit. Made a pitcher out of him.
3-1. Popped up foul straight back and out of play. I think Padre fans will remember a very light-hitting shortstop that was drafted in the Cincinnati Reds organization. Bob found his way to the Florida Marlins organization, where he became a pitcher and was traded for by these Padres, and I think his name is Trevor Hoffman.
Heard about him. He saved a couple of games in Florida, I think. Not many, but then he got the other 600 plus up here somewhere. Did okay.
3 balls and 2 strikes, 7-2. Pittsburgh leading in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the pitch again, line foul. Good at bat here.
You know, if Bell gets one more save, he'll move into 4th place all by himself ahead of Hoffman and Rod Beck. They're all at 41 right now. If he gets another save, he'll have 42. Then ahead of him is Brad Lidge, Tom Gordon at 54. Then the guy who was on drugs, Eric Gagne, at 84. I'm not even going to count him.
Bell tied the Padre record last night. Also held by Trevor Hoffman, 41 consecutive saves. 3-2, foul back again. Now let's see, for the record, Trevor Hoffman had 2 saves for the Florida Marlins. 552 as a member of the San Diego Padres. And over parts of 2 seasons, 47 for the Milwaukee Brewers, a grand total of 601.
I think the last 2 were very tough, and I think the manager for the Milwaukee Brewers gave him a break a couple of times to get in there. He deserved it.
Another 3-2 pitch, way outside, ball 4. Patterson, a great eye, and fouled off some tough pitches. He'll take his base. First and second now with only 1 away. And it'll be Rob Johnson, whose home run in the 8th inning made the Padres a winner last night.
Wouldn't that be something?
That home run came against Joe Beimel, and it almost went into the paint can out there, the new Frazee paint can. We haven't been with us here at Petco Park. One that goes in there by a Padre hitter. It's a $500,000 donation to that player's charity.
I tell you, there's not a big gaping hole out there.
No.
You got to get it over the ledge, and
Oh, yeah.
it's a real ticklish situation.
And it can't ricochet in. It's got to go in pure on the fly.
Well, for $500,000, yeah, you got to make it work.
First pitch to Johnson, swing and a miss after the walk. 0-1. That's something we debate up here all the time about swinging first ball after a base on balls.
I think a pinch hitter comes up and he's really got a cold pair of hands and head and everything, and anything that looks good, they'll go for it. But a lot of guys will take a pitch, and when they do, you never know.
0-1 now to Johnson. It's low, evens it up, and a ball and a strike.
We had a guy named Johnny Mize who played with us for 5 years in New York, and about the 6th inning, he'd get up and start swinging the bat underneath the stands there, and swinging and swinging. And when he came in to pitch it, he was ready to go. Didn't walk off the bench cold. Made the Hall of Fame.
Got a few home runs in his day.
Yeah.
There's the 1-1. In the air, right field. Long run now for Diaz. Over toward the line. He lines it up, makes the grab. Tagging from second. Heading over toward third base. Now will be Brad Hopp with 2 away. Patterson hangs on at first, so first and third. With 2 outs to the top of the order now for Jason Bartlett. Now, it's funny you bring that up, too, because reading in the paper today, Jorge Cantu was talking about the fact that as a pinch hitter, he never wanted to go up to the plate without a sweat.
Yeah.
He wanted to be sweating. He wanted to be worked into the framework of the game.
Have the motions going.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Mize did it. About the 6th, 7th inning, he'd go and start swinging a bat. And I don't know who he was talking to at that time, but he was in under the stands and going after that error. They were swinging and swinging. He was one of the best ever as far as pinching was concerned.
I still contend that's one of the toughest things, if not the toughest thing in baseball to do. First pitch swing and a foul straight back and out of play. 0-1 to Bartlett. 7-2 Pirates in the 7th.
Your body screams at you. What are you doing to me? And it's really hard when you're like as Andy said, sit on the bench for 7, 8 innings. Go up and hit, huh?
Yeah.
You know, and young guys don't know how to do it. The veterans can handle it better.
And talking to enough pinch hitters over the years here, you have to accept that role. You have to really mentally accept it before you can really succeed. Long set here by Risa. To the plate. Bartlett will take it low. It's even now, and a ball and a strike.
It's a good point, Andy. Some guys are insulted that you make a pinch hitter out of them. And yet it could be one of the key parts of baseball. If you get a good one, they can give you a lot of help.
Now look at Matt Stairs last year for the Padres. A veteran guy that knew his role on a team and excelled.
He was just happy to be here.
Quick throw over, and Patterson will dive back in.
Of course, a designated hitter is just a pinch hitter.
Very true.
Among other things.
That's got to be tough, too.
I'd like to change that and get back to regular baseball, but we never will.
First and third, 2 away. The 1-1, a ground ball to the shortstop. Cedeno up with it. Flip on to second. Close play, but they get Patterson on the force, and the inning has come to an end. Padres do score a run. 1 run on a couple of hits and leave a pair. After 7, Pirates 7, Padres 2. This is Padre Baseball, XX 1090, and the Padres. the right-hander Ernesto Frieri. Also remaining in the game will be Rob Johnson. He'll be behind the plate. So Johnson stays in the number 9 spot. And the pitcher spot is now number 7 in the Padres batting order. And the leadoff man will be Ryan Doman. His grand slam in the 3rd inning is really the big blow in this game. Put that overshift on him again as he switch hits from the left side here against Frieri, and Ernesto misses for ball 1. Frieri had a tough go of it the other night.
Yeah, but normally he's pretty darn good.
Yes, he is. Doman reached out and fouled one out of play. Still, now it's 1-1. Frieri came in the 9th inning in Monday's game and walked 3 men. One of them was erased trying to steal, so got out of it with no runs. There's a smash into center field. That's going to be a base hit for Ryan Doman. 2nd hit of the game. And the leadoff man is aboard here for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 8th. That'll bring up Brandon Wood. So Scribner with a couple of scoreless innings.
He did a pretty good job. I think so too. Really hadn't been up much and done okay.
2 innings, 2 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. And now Brandon Wood, picked up off of waivers from the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. No balls and 1 strike on Brandon Wood. Next one, big cut and a miss at a good Frieri fastball. 0-2.
I think he's got a great arm, a rubber arm. Could come back a lot. Good young pitcher. As he develops, he'll get even better.
Fouled out of play, got in on him that time, and Wood able to foul it back over the screen. And a slider just missed the outside corner, taken for ball 1. 1-2. Again, the curve, this time missing outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seven runs, 7 hits for the Pirates. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 2 costly errors for the Padres. Now the 2-2 to Wood. Check swing, a defensive swing, and he held up. Full count, 3-2.
But those errors came at back-to-back hitters in the 3rd inning, and that activated 4 runs on the home run, and another couple in there were thrown in, and that was when the ball game changed dramatically.
Full count pitch, whacked into left. That's a base hit.
Wow.
So 1st and 2nd now for the Pirates with nobody out here in the 8th inning.
Hey, step up to the plate, Padre fans. I'll tell you about it. It's time to root for healthy dogs and cats with Petco certified nutrition. It's food that meets Petco standards for essential, advanced, or natural nutrition. Learn more at petco.com/certified. Petco, where the healthy pets go. That's where Gus goes. You know, he barks when you go by Petco. He sticks his head out and starts barking. I said, you're not eating now. You got to wait.
Good luck. Good curve to get ahead here from Cedeno. 0-1. Surprised as talented as Gus is that he's not driving himself to Petco these days.
Yeah, well, you know, I took Gus to the vet yesterday. He said he got to do his teeth. I said, what?
Ground ball fouled on the first base side. 0-2 quickly.
They have to polish his teeth.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, oh, yeah?
They have to put the dog to sleep, to knock him out for that.
I think his teeth look just fine. Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah. It's a nice little process. There's the 0-2, swing and a miss. He just worked over Ronnie Cedeno right there. Strike 3. Cedeno down on strikes, 1 away. And a pinch hitter coming to the plate here. It's going to be Garrett Jones. Starter in right field the first couple of games in this series.
Well, one thing that Correa did, he came in 0 for 14. He struck out 3 times. He's 0 for 17, so he didn't improve his hitting at all.
Yeah, but he'll lower that ERA, which was at 2.90 when he came in. And a pitch in the dirt. Great smother there by Rob Johnson, moving to his right. Delmott had thoughts about going to third, but wisely put the brakes on. 1-0 the count here on Garrett Jones, left-hand hitter. And the fastball is low. It evens the count at 1-1.
Pretty good stuff in that fastball, but a couple of pitches, he just got it down the middle, and I don't care how fast you throw it, you can hit those.
7-2 Pittsburgh in the 8th inning. They have 2 on and 1 away here in the 8th. Frieri's pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Fastball at 91, Jerry. It's got to be moving something fierce down there.
I'll tell you what, it's the time of night where the things are changing a little bit. Shadows are out there, and anything that's got good juice on it can get to you. And a guy like Jones hitting 266 as a pinch hitter, 0 for 3, so he's trying to get a hit.
Almost swung his helmet right off his head. It was a 2-1 pitch outside, 3-1. Well, I've been saving this stat just in case the game got out of hand here. And right now it's 7-2 Pirates.
Heading in that direction, is it?
Yeah, I hate to admit that because I never want to think that our Padres team is out of it, which they're not at this point. Not till the final out, of course, but you understand where I'm going. There's a pitch outside, ball 4. Loaded. But this stat will not only amaze you, but it might even sicken you.
I'm listening.
New York Mets, their bullpen catcher, a guy by the name of Dave Roccaniello, set a new record in the visitors clubhouse at Philadelphia Citizens Bank Park.
What did he break?
He downed 14 cheesesteaks.
Come on.
14 in one sitting.
Was there a contest or something?
That must have been. That must be something that goes on in that Citizens Bank Park clubhouse.
I thought you were going to tell me he smashed the clubhouse or something.
Well, he smashed the old record held by Dimitri Young, the former Cincinnati Red.
Oh, man.
There's a pitch in for a strike to Andrew McCutchen. 0-1.
14.
Now, I will admit, on the trip to Philadelphia, I think I may have had one each day we were there.
Yeah,
and that's spaced out over some time here. That's maybe 4, but 14.
Yeah, 1 is maxed. Yeah. Well, he's got a big stomach.
Swing and a miss. McCutchen, 0-2.
I know that's interesting to all your listeners out there. They've got a big stomach and so forth, but that's unusual for a baseball player. You'd think he'd know better.
He was a little slower running out to the bullpen here in his last couple of nights. Didn't need the chest protector anymore out there in the bullpen either. Here's the 0-2. It's high, 1-2.
Well, this oftentimes where Frieri gets in trouble. He gets ahead with 2 strikes, and he starts for that perfect pitch and ends up in trouble. Let's see if he can overcome it.
Yeah, he does a little nibbling here. Unlike the kind of nibbling that the bullpen catcher did in Philadelphia. Bases full of Pirates. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Challenged him that time.
Good job.
Right there on a fastball at 93 miles an hour inside corner. Second strikeout now for Frieri. 2 away with the bases loaded. That'll bring up Xavier Paul.
For a relief pitcher to come in, especially when the game's important, to go through this sort of work is just overdone. You got to dispatch hitters in a hurry to get them out of there. And those are what the good ones do.
So Paul has scored a run, and he is officially 0 for 4 in the game. 7-2 Pittsburgh, top of the 8th inning. Time called at home plate. Phillies have added a couple of runs at home in the 6th inning, leading 5-1 over the Nationals. And a first pitch strike. Good one there by Frieri. 93 miles an hour on the fastball. 0-1.
You get a pitch like that right down the middle of the bases loaded. You got to go for it. I'm surprised he didn't.
Now the 0-1. That's a great pitch. Strike two. Called on the inside corner this time. 0-2.
93. Pretty good stuff.
Bases are loaded with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 8th inning. It's been all Pittsburgh. 7-2. Pirates leading. 0-2 pitch now to Paul. A defensive swing and a foul out of play third base side.
Yeah, that was not a strike.
Came up on him a little bit there.
Yeah.
Looking up at the board with oh man, they got that souvenir. It's always a priceless look on someone's face when they get that baseball in it.
His girlfriend with him is just as excited as he is.
She's ducking right now because her face was on the big screen and she didn't like that. Trying to hide in her jacket. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's high. 1-2.
That was over his head. That was high as right.
Way up there. Ernesto Frieri. He's been around this organization longer than any player. Signed in January of 2003. There's a little squibber, and that'll go foul down the third base side.
He's got a good arm. There's no question about that. It's a matter of controlling that arm and putting the pitch where you want it to go. With his stuff, he could be something.
So Frieri will rub up a new baseball. Pirates standing at every base. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. The pitch low and in the dirt. Good smother again by Rob Johnson. Count evens at 2-2. You know, his off-speed pitch is kind of what they call a slurve. It's not really a curve. It's not really a slider. It's kind of a combo. But it moves.
Quite well, you're right.
2-2 again. And again, fouled out of play. Third base side this time. Into the seats that were once occupied by 16,613 here today. Beautiful afternoon. It was 77 degrees at game time. (7-2) Pittsburgh in the 8th. And now a 2-2 pitch. And again, fouled out of play. Terrace level, third base side this time. Not often you see a relief pitcher come in 1 inning of work, and now with 2 outs has already thrown 30 pitches.
Yeah, he got a lot of foul balls. You're not getting them by him. He's throwing good stuff, but when he's got his best stuff, it misses the plate, and when he gets it over the plate, they're getting a little piece of it, and that's about it. But it puts him in a position of having to make it work a little harder.
This is going to be pitch number 9 of this at bat. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. So Frieri works out of his own trouble right there and leaves the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Pirates 7, Padres 2. Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.
Hit a home run.
Andrew, no relation, playing in center field. McCutchen will be the third pitcher used here today by Clint Hurdle. 7-2. The Pirates have the lead here to the bottom of the 8th inning. And it'll be Will Venable first to face Daniel McCutchen. He pitched 2 scoreless innings in yesterday's game. Walked 1, struck out 1. So McCutchen appearing now for the 9th time. He has yet to be scored upon.
It's pretty good, you know.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Not bad, right.
I think I mentioned 9th time to the mound here this year. If I didn't, I did now. And the first pitch called a strike to Will Venable. Venable tripled and scored the Padres' first run in the 4th. Will walked and stole a base in the first inning and is officially 1 for 2 in the game. And a ground ball wide of first, but foul this time, and the count is 0-2.
This is one guy the Padres really want to get started. No question, Andy. This guy has so much skill. It hasn't come forth yet, but it's there.
It's raw talent, you know. It's stuff you can't teach. You have that athletic ability. Here's the 0-2 now to Will Venable. Ground ball to the first baseman. Fielded cleanly there by Pierce. Underhand flip to McCutchen on the bag. And Venable is out number 1 here in the 8th.
Well, gang, Cabot Stains. You're probably never going to take the field and the bases, of course, but you can look like a pro in your own backyard when you furnish and finish your deck with Cabot wood stains. The one in the yellow can. Cabot. That's the pro.
So here is Ryan Ludwig. Solid double to left field his last time to the plate. He's driven in a run with a ground out in the 4th. So 1 for 3 with a run batted in, his 13th. I take that back, his 15th. And the pitch outside from Daniel McCutchen.
He's got a good bat when he gets the ball inside. When it's outside, he tries to pull it. Sometimes it doesn't work.
6'2", 210-pound right-hander. Daniel McCutchen. Pop-up foul. First base side. That will be out of play. It's 1-1. As a starter for the Pirates last year. His first start against the Diamondbacks last April. He was optioned the next day down to Indianapolis. And then came back up. Made another start last year and was kind of in and out of the rotation most of last season. Finished at 2-5 with a high ERA at 6.12. 28 appearances, 9 starts. And a pitch called, a strike at the knees on the outside corner, 1-2. 7-2 Pirates in the 8th. Again, if you just joined us, there was a roster move made today as Orlando Hudson was placed on the 15-day disabled list with the strained right hamstring. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. 2 away in the Padre 8th. Now bring up Chase Headley. And Logan Forsythe, who made his big league debut here today and grounded to short, was recalled. And as a procedural move, they placed Joe Thatcher on the 60-day disabled list. You move him from the 15 to the 60, basically as a procedure to take a man off the 40-man roster because Forsythe was not on the 40-man, and he has been added to take that place. So Joe still about 6 weeks away from throwing. They'll let him recover, and they'll put him on the 60-day for the procedural move.
Yeah, they want him to actually to be sure that he's healthy when he gets back as opposed to pushing him and rushing.
Low 1 pitch now to Headley. Low and in. 1-1 to count.
Padres only 5 hits. Not many. Venable got 1. Headley got 1. Ludwig got 1. Hop got 1. Maven got 1. That's it.
And the 1-1 is fouled out of play.
Thing is, there's nobody there getting 2 and 3 is what you want. You get those things rolling, you got a lot of people to follow.
So now Headley down to the count, 1-2. Bases are empty. Bottom of the 8th inning, 7-2 Pittsburgh. 1-2 on the way. Just missed.
That was a tough pitch. I don't know how he did it. But that wasn't a strike. It missed by an eyelash.
I'm not so sure it missed. We'll take another look. By smidge.
Close.
Actually, I think a half a smidge. Here's the 2-2. And that's a base hit to right field. So Headley with a new life gets his second hit of the day. And a 2-out base runner to bring to the plate Cameron Maybin. So as mentioned earlier, off day for the boys tomorrow. Get back underway here for a 3-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. 7:05 Friday, 5:35 Saturday, 1:05 Sunday. And a whole lot happening here at the ballpark this weekend. Beer Fest on Friday, the Buddy Black bobbleheads on Saturday, the foam fingers for the kids on Sunday. So if you haven't gotten tickets yet, what are you waiting for? There's a pitch in for a strike, 0-1.
You kids out there, the Buddy Black bobblehead. Don't forget, he was the manager of the year last year, and that's something.
Beat out Dusty Baker by 1 vote. Here comes the 0-1 to Maybin. Swing and a miss. Out in front of that slider, 0-2. So Friday night it'll be Tim Stauffer against Armando Galarraga. You remember him. He's the guy that pitched for Detroit last year and came within a blown call at first base of a perfect game.
Yeah, the umpire will never get over that.
Poor Jim Joyce.
Yep.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sharply to the shortstop. Cedeno fielding behind the bag. He'll flip underhand. Walker at the bag at second. And they get the force on Headley, and the inning has come to an end. So no runs on 1 hit. And 1 man is left. We go to the top of the 9th inning. It's Pittsburgh 7, Padres 2. Padre Baseball XX 1090 and the Padres. Be Chad Qualls. Qualls will come on now for the 16th time. That will tie him with Luke Gregerson for the most appearances. 0-2, a 3 even on the ERA. So Qualls in the top of the 9th at 7-2 Pittsburgh. And Matt Diaz will lead it off. The line on Ernesto Frieri reads as follows: 1 inning, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts.
He was either very good or not so good.
I tell you, that's an interesting line.
Yep.
So Qualls a free agent pickup here in the offseason. Spent time with Arizona and Tampa a year ago.
There was pitchers sometimes that's putting something together, just a little fraction of something that makes it work.
So here is Diaz. A little check swing roller toward the third baseman. It'll be gloved by Headley. On the run throw into first in time. Nice play by Chase Headley. 1 away.
He also caught the ball with a glove instead of trying to barehand it where they miss him most times. When the ball is rolling and you barehand the ball, you better be very lucky. Most times it gets away. But if it's just dribbling, then you can take a shot at it.
And we saw that happen a couple of times in this series already to Ronnie Cedeno, their shortstop.
Yeah.
But Chase did a nice job right there. First man retired.
Yeah, about that with that Diaz up. He was way back, or Diaz, I should say. He was way back, had a long run to get to it.
So here's Neil Walker. He'll take ball one from Chad Qualls. Qualls has not allowed a run in 5 of his last 6 outings. Here's the 1-0 to Walker. That's down the middle for a strike, 1-1. Marlin.
That beard that Walker's got with a slash under his eye. Look, he's got a Halloween mask on. Man, oh man.
He's got that eye black on. There's a pitch on the corner for a strike, 1-2.
You don't need it. It's not sunny out there where you are, for heaven's sakes.
He's just being a big league ball player. You know, you can put that eye black on.
Has he got his gloves on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man. You can't play without gloves, you know.
There's the 1-2. Swinging and he missed, strike 3. Good Chad Qualls slider that time. 2 away in the 9th. That'll bring up Steve Pearce. Looking ahead to the Padres' 9th inning, it'll be Brad Hawpe, pitcher spot, and Eric Patterson. Down 7-2 here in the top of the 9th inning. Well, the Marlins have come back and they've scored 4 times in the 3rd inning to take a 6-2 lead at St. Louis. First pitch is a good fastball strike called on the outside corner. I was watching a highlight in between innings here of Emilio Bonifacio, who was playing left field for the Marlins and went to field the ball in left field, tore the stands there at Busch Stadium, dropped the ball in fair territory. It kind of flipped in front of him. He thought it was a foul ball.
It's a home run.
It was actually by the wall of the sidewall, foul territory, and 2 runs scored, and he thought it was a foul ball.
It wasn't a home run. It was just a base hit or whatever.
It's amazing. Sometimes the awareness or lack thereof at times from some of these guys.
Yeah, well, if you leap for a ball, hit your glove, it bounces over the wall, it's a home run.
That happened a couple of weeks ago.
Sure. Where was that?
That was a strike. Chad Qualls is walking off, but Mike Winter said nope. Come on back, throw another pitch. Now the 1-2 pitch is outside to Pearce, 2-2.
That's, I hate to say, the worst call I've seen all day.
It's pretty bad.
I'm pulling for somebody, but that was right down the middle.
That was pretty bad. So now the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball to the shortstop. It'll be fielded there nicely by Bartlett. He'll throw it across in time. And the Pirates go 1-2-3 here in the top of the 9th inning. To the bottom of the 9th inning. A lot of work to be done here. 5 to tie, 6 to win it. Padres go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's the Pirates 7 and the Padres 2. This is Padre Baseball. Double X 1090 in the Jose Veras will come in and work the 9th inning. Padres are trailing by a score of 7-2. It'll be Brad Hawpe. Chris Denorfia has stepped into the on-deck circle as a pinch hitter. And then Eric Patterson against Pirates right-hander Jose Veras, 30-year-old guy from Santo Domingo of the Dominican Republic. Veras pitched a scoreless inning with a couple of strikeouts in game 1 of the series. Struck out Hudson, he struck out Hawpe, and got Hundley to fly to right field. First pitch to Hawpe, off speed, a swing and a miss, 0-1. Thought he was going to get a fastball, but he got the changeup there from Jose Veras. 0-1. Again, Pirates with the best bullpen in Major League Baseball, not just the National League.
I thought we had the best. I guess they got one a little better.
Yeah, just a little bit. Andre Penn, though, has thrown up a bunch of goose eggs here today as well. There's a pitch low, ball 1, 1-1.
Well, one thing, when you play an Eastern Division club or even Central, you see them 6 times. And that they maybe should miss a spot here or there, you don't even know what they've got, except what you read in the paper.
Long set now for the 1-1 pitch from Veras. Here it comes to Hawpe, and a high fly ball into deep center field. Backing up now McCutchen. He's at the track, at the wall, looking up, and it's gone. Up on the second level of the batter's eye in center field. And Brad Hawpe has his first as a member of the Padres.
Well, that may be the beginning of Hop's year. He had himself a double, now the home run, a walk to go with it. And those are the kinds of things that he didn't show for the first 20 games. Now starting to pick up the slack a little bit.
And the solo home run makes it 7-3 Pittsburgh. That ball was crushed into center. I mean, it went up on the second balcony out there. Right where the cameras are out there in center field. That's how far that one flew. I'd be interested to see the distance on that one.
Be the longest ball hit in this homestand as far as I can recall.
So here is Denorfia. He will bat for the pitcher.
It may have no bearing on the outcome of this ball game, but what it does for Hawpe is to give him the confidence that he needs to say, hey, I can do it. That's what you want.
Another multi-hit game for Hawpe, who has now hit in 7 of his last 8. And the 6-game hitting streak ended last night, and Denorfia hits one in the air. Deep into left center field. Backing up now is Paul. He's going to have room right near the warning track and make the catch. Just to the right of the pitch count scoreboard out there in left center field. Long ride, but one away. Here in the Padres' 9th inning, Eric Patterson will come to the plate. So Denorfia flies out. 7-3 now. And Veras, his string of 6 straight scoreless outings over now.
Well, that third inning for Pittsburgh, 6 runs, all of them unearned. Dramatic difference in the game, no question.
2 errors committed behind Clayton Richard, and then a grand slam. There's a high fly ball to deep right field. Backing up now is Diaz. He'll turn and watch this one go on top of the out-of-town scoreboard. That's a home run for Eric Patterson. A 2-home-run inning in back-to-back games. It's now 7-4.
You know, Andy, when you look at what's going on here, you say, what if? That's what this game has come into. What if? They got 2 outs to go. They need 3 runs to tie.
So just up on the ledge out there in deep right field over the out-of-town scoreboard. And Ray Searage, the pitching coach, is going to run out, and they get booed profusely here from the crowd.
And the bullpen's going, honey, lad, you come in, and you've got a 5-run lead, and they may take you out. My goodness.
Eric Patterson with his 2nd home run in as many games. And a 2-home-run inning for the first time yesterday. That came in the 3rd inning when it was Patterson and Matt Latos. And now today, it's Brad Hawpe with his first as a Padre and his second for Eric Patterson.
And the guy who won the game yesterday is stepping up.
So Rob Johnson will come to the plate, a 3-run game now. They measured Brad Hawpe's drive at 435 feet.
Wow.
I believe it.
Well, he may be coming into his own. He's getting better as the days go on and doing okay, picking things up.
First pitch to Johnson. Slider outside for a ball. 1-0.
You know, the guy I give him credit for is Bud Black, who gave these guys who look awful a chance to redeem themselves, and they're doing it.
1 ball, no strikes. Jose Veras. Slider again outside. Ball 2.
I think he feels this fastball isn't good enough.
Veras coming in had given up exactly 1 home run in 12 1/3 innings. He has given up 2 here in 1/3 of an inning. Johnson ahead on the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Missing low and outside. 3-0.
Well, can we dream? Let's find out.
If Johnson reaches, Hanrahan's coming in this game, I guarantee it. Here comes the 3-0. Strike called on the outside corner. One of the quirks of the save rule. Well, now it's a 3-run game anyway. So a 3-run game, or if the tying run happens to be in the on-deck circle, then you can qualify for a save also. 3-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. Had a good rip. Full count, 3-2, 1 away. 7-4 now is the Pirates lead.
I'll tell you one thing, if you stayed for this game to the end, you saw a little excitement here in the ninth. Bomb by Hawpe, a bomb by Patterson.
And a ball hit to the track by Denorfia out and left. That's the only out so far. The 3-2. Curve taken for strike 3 call. Big second out there for Veras. And now we'll head back to the top of the order for Jason Bartlett.
You know, Johnson was looking fastball all the way, had no chance. The curve just mesmerized him. Didn't even try. It wasn't his fault. He was looking fastball. He got the breaking ball.
Padres' most scored in inning now is the 9th. With the 2 runs here in this 9th inning, they have scored 17 total runs in 9th innings of games. And Bartlett takes a hook for a strike, 0-1. Second most runs scored in an inning are the 5th inning with 16. 7-4 Pittsburgh. The 0-1 pitch. Bartlett takes it outside, evens the count of the ball and a strike. I know it sounds cliche, but I love watching a team. If they're going to go down, they go down swinging. The 1-1 pitch. Curve outside, 2-1.
We'll take him on at this point. We want runners, and Venable can hit the wall.
Right now, with 2 outs, the tying run happens to be in the dugout. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a foul right back to the screen. 2-2. So the inning started with Hawpe's 435-foot blast to dead center up on the second level of the batter's eye.
Yeah, not many people hit the ball that far.
Patterson put one on top of the out-of-town scoreboard in right. 2 solo homers. The 2-2 pitch. Curve missing outside. It's full. 3-2.
I think Veras thought he had it, but he didn't get it.
The board says get loud. Those that are still here, some have chosen to stand up here with a full count. 7-4 Pirates. 9th inning, 3-2. Foul ball. First base side out of play. So 2 home runs today for the Padres. 3 yesterday. And 1 in the first game of this series. Maybe, just maybe, the bats are starting to warm up a little bit here. 3-2, line foul, first base side out of play.
Well, after what happened there for about 10 or 15 days where they got no runs, it was amazing that suddenly they're picking things up and getting some runs on the board and doing okay. We'll see what happens. The pitching's going to be okay. The runs they've got to get. Right now, they're digging hard.
Bartlett trying to keep it alive here with 2 away in the 9th inning. Padres down 3, 7-4. Another 3-2 pitch by Veras. Curve, check swing, foul, out of play. Good job.
Tell you what, I have a hunch that the manager, Clint Hurdle, never figured he might use 3 or 4 bullpen guys in the final inning. They got another one going down there.
That's their closer, Hanrahan. Now Veras ready. Another 3-2 pitch. Inside, he walked in. Ball 4.
You never know when they're going to go to Hanrahan just to get things done. Even the home run right now doesn't win the game or even tie it. But it sure gets things exciting.
Venable needs to get on.
For Ludwig, who can reach the seats.
To give Ludwig a chance to tie it. You're right. Will it be against Veras or will it be against Hanrahan?
It looks as though we're going to have Venable going after Veras right now. Nobody moving from the dugout in the Pittsburgh side. But if he gets on, you're going to see the guy in the bullpen come in a hurry.
So Venable with a triple, a walk, and 4 trips to the plate. First pitch swing, and he took something way off. That was
he
a
pulled
good
the
change-up.
Looking fastball all the way, and he jumped at it and missed it a foot and a half.
So Venable 1 for 3. Swings and misses for strike 1.
Now watch for the fastball maybe, huh? Set him up with an off-speed pitch. We'll find out.
So Pierce is going to move behind the runner now. Jason Bartlett leading off at first. There he goes. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing outside. They're going to let Bartlett take second base.
Another changeup.
Defensive indifference. Oh, that's a pet peeve of mine. I'm not exactly sure why a team would actually let a guy just go to second. You talk about now, if there's a ball in the hole at shortstop, you don't have a force.
Exactly. They do it, though, for defensive reasons. They move everybody back and say, go ahead and do it if you want. If it doesn't mean anything to the game, we don't care. Happens all the time.
I know. 2 outs in the 9th. 1-1 the count. 7-4 is the Pirates lead. The pitch inside, it gets away from the catcher Dolman all the way back to the screen. Down to third base now goes Jason Bartlett.
I'm going to give him a pass ball.
Well, the official scorer is going to disagree.
Oh, he always does.
And he's going to say
that should have been caught.
Wild pitch. So now Bartlett 90 feet from home plate. And Venable ahead of the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. Down by 3. Need to get on base to get the tying run to the plate. The 2-1 from Veras. A high fly ball in a deep right field. Backing up now is Diaz. Turned around near the pitch count scoreboard. He makes the catch over his right shoulder. And the ball game has come to an end. Venable gave it a ride to the wall and right. But an acrobatic catch over the shoulder by Diaz has ended it. Padres make some noise here in the 9th inning, but they fall to the Pittsburgh Pirates. A final score of 7-4 in the final game of this 3-game series, and the Pirates have won the series, their 5th road series victory in 2011.
And I have to give Diaz credit on that ball. He was running right into the wall, stuck out his glove, and it stuck. That was a fine play.
So the Padres score a couple of runs here on the solo home runs. And they leave a man standing at third base. Final score once again. Pirates 7, Padres 4. We'll be back with a recap in just a moment. This is Padre Baseball, XX 1090 in the Padres Radio Network.